I've been thinking about you, how your voice shakes when you're lying, make everything about you, and I just be a smiling. I'd still be here when we're in hard times, baby, just join in the fun. Running around, might lose my mind. The summer's only begun. I'll still be here when we're in hard times. Baby, just join in the fun. Running around, might lose my mind. The summer's only begun. Tell me, babe, it's untrue. Up all night just drinking, and I don't know what we'll do as the daylight starts to sinking. I'd still be here when we're in hard times, baby, just join in the fun. Running around, might lose my mind. The summer's only begun. I'll still be here when we're in hard times. Baby, just join in the fun. Running around, might lose my mind. The summer's only begun. Summer's only begun. Summer's only begun.
By the way, let me know for camera wise if I need to move stuff around. Oh yeah, Parsec. I always forget how everything, like I go from casting Rocket League where I just get in the game and get in the Discord to shit, I gotta load 50 different things. Was I supposed to mean anything, by the way? Yeah. Oh my god.
Feel it in my veins. No drugs can do the same.
Did you need me to talk? Yeah, you can hear me on stream. It didn't mute me. Lee, mute me. Mute me.
Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDMA. Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDMA. Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDMA. Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDMA.
Blood orange morning, we hardly slept. Polished chrome, tinted glass, the way you looked then. We slept with our heads together, we had the same dream. Cityscape and the chipped door beams. Hit the roof of the car, driving through the yellow light. Golden glow reflecting your smile in the night. I'll let your red shotgun as the sun is fading. Oh, we'll get out of here, baby.
Awesome beat, awesome the Brazilian teams as well. Of course, Fury is still in contention. We still have Fallen.
Out on the lakeside, where we stopped to rest. 1,000 miles from home, but we never felt this close. We'll start a new life in a new kind of light, where the water's never murky and the sky is clear. We slept with our heads together, we had the same dream. New town in the window of a train. Going 85 under a street light. Empty freeway in the middle of the night. I'll let you DJ lean the seat back, you know you get car sick like that. It gets cold when we run. Pray for an early sun. Timeless and patience in the light. We dance together all night. We slept with our heads together. We had the same dream. A new town in the window of a tree. Going 85 under the street lights. Empty freeway in the middle of the night. I'll let you DJ lean the seat back, even though you get car sick like that.
And we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another night of CSC Counter-Strike. We're having a wonderful, wonderful semi-final here of the Orange Crush versus the Lions. My name is Max. It's so great to have you here with us. And I'm joined by my good friend, Hawkish. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, we're friends? Ooh, I got
Of
friends.
course
I
we are.
like
My
this.
God, of course.
I'm doing really solid. I'm excited to see this match. I believe it's Willie. I believe Willie Flynn is subbing for the Orange Crush, so that's gonna be an interesting combination with this team for a playoff match. Meanwhile, you got the Lions, who have been together for quite a while. You know, really led by the IGL Fuffy and the Aimer Trixie. So I'm excited to see how this goes.
Yeah. Well, this should be a good one. I'm hoping for it. But before we get into everything, I just want to give a quick little shout out to our observer for the evening. This is going to be Lee. I believe it is his first time observing. So if you Just want to give us some pogs in chat for our good friend Lee, who's going to be giving us a hand on tonight's stream. That would be very much appreciated. And without further ado, I think we are going to get in this match. People just need to ready up. What do you think we're going to see tonight, Hawkish? I know we know both these teams pretty well here. Who do we need to look out for on both of these teams? Orange Crush, let's go with them
Yeah.
first. Who are we
Orange
going to see?
Crush, I'm gonna go with Willie once again because of the fact that he's a sub, and I know he's a fragger. He can play really well when he wants to. So I'm gonna be very interested to see the dynamic he has with his teammates that he probably doesn't have that much chemistry with. So that's gonna be my key for the game for Orange Crush: how the team plays and how Willie plays within the team construct.
Okay, I like that pick. I mean, for if I had to go for a pick here for Orange Crush, who I'm gonna see perform, I gotta go with Tuxie. He's been top frag for most of the season, I think, pretty much every game. But the thing about Orange Crush in general, though, is that they have players up and down the roster who have the ability to have pop out games. It really just depends on whether they show up for that night, right? So Tuxie, he's gonna be a constant performer throughout this series. I'm pretty sure, but
Yep.
people like Fart, people like Jordan and Sam, who I've seen less of this season, he's had some issues actually playing matches, but
Yeah.
he's also another top performer. And then if we take a look at the Lions here, Hawkish, who do you see maybe outperforming on this Lions team?
I believe the two people again that I'm going to be looking out for on this side of the field, it's going to be Fuffy and Trixie, like I said before, simply
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to be looking to see Fuffy's IGLing, his decision making when things aren't going well, because we all have plans and strategies for the game, but the true great IGL set themselves apart with their quick decisions and ability to adapt mid-game, which you've seen it in streams before with Fuffy. I want to see it now when the stage is a little bit higher, how he's going to perform. And Trixie, he did great last season in minor. Now he's in major, still playing well. I want to see him frag out.
Yeah, and I think what it is going to come down to for the Lions is whether they can stay mentally composed. Because I know that Orange Crush, they're going to come out swinging, especially on this T side of Dust. They're going to come out hard. They're going to be looking for trouble, and it'll be up to the Lions to stay composed and make sure that they don't get too tilted, make sure that they don't get too, overwhelmed if it doesn't go their way early. Because I do know that there's some players on this Lions team who are a little susceptible to the tilts. They are, it is possible that they just get out of the game early, and that can really set them back. So look for that if they start getting rolled early, that it could become a continuing trend. Let's hope not. Let's hope we get a nice best of
Absolutely
three here.
We got the map
But
picks, right?
we do have the map picks. We'll be starting on Dust, I believe, which will be followed up. Oh God, I know the last pick
I
is
believe
Mirage. Oh no, it's Inferno.
I believe it's Overpass Inferno.
Yes, you're right. Completely right. Second pick is Overpass, and the final map of the series will be Inferno. We're hearing a lot of chat ticks right now. God knows what they're talking about. We will never see. Hopefully, it's something about getting this game going, because we're just having to stall here while the match just sits in paused mode.
I am going to be interested with the map picks simply because you have two pug maps to start and to end it. And that can be big swingers when it comes to the styles of these players and these teams have they played all season. And Overpass can be very interesting to see the style that both teams take, because sometimes you want to play a guy connector, sometimes you want to put two on A or three on A. You don't. Every team does it a little bit differently. So that's going to be very interesting to see how they handle that map. But right now we got Dust. Who do you think has the advantage here, Max?
So look, if we look back to the pick ban, the Lions are actually the team that picked into Dust here. So I think this actually is probably a map that will benefit the Lions early, because if they're able to, under Fuffy, have a good system, especially on the CT side, if they're able to have a good system and just not get super outpugged, because that's what Crush is going to try to do, they will, I think, win this map. But that being said, Orange Crush, I think, are maybe the favorites going into this match, in my opinion. And speaking of getting into this match, we're getting right off with it. And the Lions, a little bit of an unorthodox play here. 3 CTs going to just charge up mid. 2 going to take up on that B site. And Trix and Co are going to be charging up mid. They do get flashed off, and Trix takes his head, and it's gone. Sad Cat will trade right back, and Jordan, a kill of his own, and a 4-on-3 for the Orange Crush after a little bit of an unorthodox CT pistol start, and Jordan's going to continue to punish Fuffy, though. Claws a kill back in CT, and these Orange Crushers, they're going to try and get this bomb down. They will actually get this bomb down on A, and the Lions, with a little bit of utility, armor on Drill, a kit on Fuffy. They got to think about saving here. The thought's been happened, and Drill deleted out of the round. Not a chance.
God, it's really interesting how they started. Typical Fuffy. He likes to throw some curveballs at teams to start, especially when, it's a best of 3. So you got to try to maybe come out with every card in your book now. You're in the playoffs. And so that was an interesting play. We'll see if he continues to come out with some unorthodox plays as he gets quickly head tapped there by Sam. Nice shot.
Yes, and definitely an unorthodox play, and like you said, we will see more of that out of Fuffy before the night is through. That was a definitely caught Crush off guard there, but I don't know. I think that's a pretty risky play to make against a team, especially an elite that has been playing pretty well all over the season. And here we are, moving into round number 2 of our first map of the semi-finals in Elite. This is CSC Counter-Strike Confederation as the Lions turn the corner, and Trix, well, he does what Trix does best and uses that scout to its maximum potential and takes off that head of Jordan. Orange Crush down a man already, and they're already through this smoke. They're already on site. Tuxie got all the way up Cat, and Tuxie finds a kill for his troubles too, and suddenly the Lions, just like last round, are shut out of the site, and just a hard push from the Crush leads to an early bomb play in the round.
Interesting hold here by Tux. He was very aggressive as you see Satcat tries to get the peak there. Oh, but Tuxie's able to win that. I'm very curious that they all decided to go in this direction when it came to the side push.
Yeah,
Ooh, here comes the ninja smoke. Can he get the defuse down?
oh, and Tuxie goes for it, but the defuse will come through, and the Lions pick up their first round. We're going into a little bit of a tied matchup here. We'll see if Crush decide to buy back into this, or will they will.
Pretty risky.
Yeah.
I do think that around that one, there was a bit of a misplay on the defense. They were aggressively pushing Cat. Meanwhile, you saw both Lions players pushing in from long. You have to wonder what the communication was there.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of pugging coming out for sure from these teams right here. An interesting molly from Sad Cat, just going to drop right down in front, and Long has been won by the Lions for now, as the Crush opt to take a little bit more of mid tunnels control. The bomb is still sitting outside of Tons. Tuxie getting a little antsy in mid here. Going to take some shots towards Fuffy and CT. He will land a shot, and Tuxie will take a few shots of his own, only on 22 HP. With that Deagle in hand, a couple of P250s for the side of Crush, and that Deagle on Jordan is all they have to take this site. Or take any site, that is. They're very spread right now, a very defaulty round coming out for Crush.
Yeah, now we're going to see both teams are playing this a little bit more patiently. I'm very interested to see what happens here. It looks like they're going to try to get that push on B, but right now they're pretty split.
Yeah, the mid crunch here. They're waiting for some kind of aggression out of the Lions. And speaking of aggression, Tuxie's going to come charging up mid, and Fuffy's good for one, and JMD is not good for any. Drill finds Fart, though, and we're into a 3-on-3. Willie Flynn with no HP, a Galil in his hands. Might want to drop that over, but somebody else, buddy. But he will not, and hold on to it. He will, as 3 Lions are going to look to retake this site from mid. The flash from Trix comes over. Sad Cat going to go in off that flash. Find his way around the smoke. Trix through the window finds a kill. Fuffy finds 2. Pardon me, he did not find 2. He found a team kill. I thought that was 2 kills, but no, he does find 2 anyways. And despite the team kill, they will end up winning the round.
Yeah, it's a great play there by the Lions. And again, a little bit of a weird try to retake by the Orange Crush. I don't want to see how if they make any changes going forward.
Yeah, they were. They had a player real pushed up into tons there for quite a long time. I think that was Willie. Or I could be wrong on that one, but it won't matter as the Crush start getting into this next round with a heavy long presence. They're gonna get right out. 3 or 4 flashes thrown from either side, and that's a long one, an important part of this Dust 2. Control is super important, and JMD misses a crucial shot. That could be a beautiful opening for the CT side, and Jordan is gonna punish him for missing that. Ooh, he's gonna be kicking himself for that one today, as Jordan's gonna find another kill onto Fuff. He's gonna go charging up. Sadcat will find Fart and Tuxie. Trades right back into Sadcat, and it's just poor old Drill and Tricks left. Kits on both of them. Anything they really need except for utility, and I think Tuxie's getting aggressive there in CT as Trix does find the first kill. He's trying to fight Willie at car, and Willie's playing this right, not giving him too much to shoot at. Willie, though, finds Drill, and there goes Trix. Sam with a nice team flash. Not team flash, but team assist. And he will find the kill as Orange Crush level the score, moving into round 5.
Yeah, and we're getting a tight matchup. Both teams just trading blows. Max, this is exactly what you like to see in the playoffs. I'm having so much fun watching this.
Beautiful. It is exactly, because, you know, Stomps, we get to see who's really the best here, but a nice close match with, you know, everybody on the edge of their seats. That's what we want to see. And speaking of, Orange Crush just going to come straight out, and there's not a single Lion here to defend this site. They've gone hard, and the rotate's already been called. All 5 Lions rotating over, and that lurk, I believe, a lurk of Sam all the way in long here. He's going to look for some kills as Tuxie is just going to go charging through this smoke. He's going to find for a second kill. Has not checked, and JMD will find the kill. Over-aggressive from Tuxie, and we'll be seeing that a lot, folks, as Tuxie is a man who will press W and continue to run. It does not matter whether he's on T or CT, and he'll find kills anyways. Sam finishes off Sadcat on A. That lurk coming out into only 1 kill, and these 2 Lions just going to go for a little bit of a save, a MAC-10 and a Deagle for each.
Interesting push there, and it's going to be very fun to see if... Oh, Puffy. No, sorry, JMD.
JMD.
If...
and he gets punished for his over-aggression. Yeah.
It seems a few rounds have gone not their way, so... You know, Fuffy, he likes to talk things out, so I'm gonna interested to see what the strategy is here. It seems like they're gonna go for another eco round. Meanwhile, the other team has no, they're keeping those Mac 10s. They want to make sure they keep that economy high.
Oh, and unfortunately they've made a wrong call here. Lions are gonna hard stack A, but Orange Crush again, they're just gonna go straight out B. They don't even care. Guns on everybody, and Fuffy, the only one with a real, well, primary weapon. It's Deagles for everybody else, and a USPS on Sadcat. They're gonna get flashed through though, and finds 2, and he does get traded out eventually. Tuxie finds a kill of his own, and it's just Trix going through the smoke. Fart finds that kill his way. By the way, shout out to Fart's mom. I know you're watching this stream right now. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, even though you might not understand what's happening right now. That's okay. You're supporting your boy, and that's all that matters.
Hey,
big shout out to you.
We love the moms in the chat. That's the greatest thing to have. Have the support from the family, because, hey, those are who matter most.
For sure. And as we, again... Lions are going to be not very aggressive towards B here, only sending 1 player, and this time it's going to work out. The stack towards A is going to work. JMD with a nice shot onto Tuxie, and that is the top frag, I believe, of Crush out of the round already. Tuxie getting ultra aggressive, just going for those swings when he doesn't really need to, doesn't really have any team flashes, and again, like I said, that is a common theme throughout Orange Crush matches, is just maybe Tuxie being a little too aggressive.
Let's see now. You see that? Look, they're already down a man, so they're going, whatever site they pick, they're going to commit full go, and it looks like it's going to be an A push. I want to see if the Lions can react quickly enough. You still see the guy on B. He has not rotated quite yet, as they haven't quite committed to this play. Fuffy's nice, very patient here.
Yeah, a nice defensive smoke from Fuffy to really dissuade them from coming up cat, and JMD, for his troubles, finds another kill onto Willie Flynn. Oh, and Trix finds Jordan as well, and there's only 2 Crushes left to make this push really happen here. He gets team dinked by his own team. Sam, though, misses the spray and Fart finds the kill. Bomb will be planted. This is good money for the Crush to keep this economy rolling for them, but 2-on-4, and Sam's going to get aggressive, and Tricks will find Fart, and there we go. Round number 7 on the board. That is 3 for the Lions, unless by hook or by crook somehow this retake, or this defuse doesn't come through, but I think it will. Tricks will get the 10-seconder, and that'll be Lions on 3.
Yeah, and I think that was great play by the Lions defensively. And I'm gonna give credit to Fuffy here because he's the IGL. He's making those in-game decisions, and I know that he was calling them to hold where they were at. The defensive smokes, the plays mid. You got the picks coming in for the Lions. Eventually, the tide just turned into their favor.
Yeah, it's a good play by him, and it's a good round from the Lions to get back because they needed that one. Because Crush, I think, were about to kill their economy there if they had lost that round. And Crush, though, speaking of economy, totally good for at least another round, if not a one after that. Jordan's sitting on 6,500, and Tuxie and Sam both with enough cash. It might be Willie Flynn who's going to be lacking a little bit going into this next round if they don't win. But overall, we're into another full gun round. Tricks, while I was speaking, already down to 11 HP, and this op duel on long could be the, well, where this round really starts. Willie, though, not getting too aggressive, will flash out and make his way into pit, and I like this play from Willie. Oh, but through the box! Are you kidding me, JMD? Willie Flynn thought he was into pit. No chance. Wow.
Look, it's gonna be a tough push every single round. If JMD is playing like that on A site with the op.
Oh, it nearly hits the second shot. They're just gonna coming up long here, and the bomb is there. JMD is Jordan as well. JMD hitting shots of the lifetime right now. Puffy finds Tuxie. There is 2 trades coming back, and JMD opting to jump down and is maybe the wrong play as Farts finds a kill. Sam does not hit his shot. That was an easy one, Sam. My God. Hits the car instead, and that would have made this retake that much harder, but no. Tricks now. Taking position up long. Not a lot of health here, but the op, doesn't matter how much health you're on. You get hit by that, you're dead, and there he goes. Falls like a stone. Drill into the 1-on-2. Fart very low, but it doesn't matter. He will take the head of Drill, and that is 5 on the board for the Orange Crush. A good round by Fart there. A real recovery. Because it was looking dicey as JMD was just dropping bodies like it was nobody's business.
I kind of didn't like the push by the Lions to separate that much because you know there's an op on the play. So you're only hurting yourself, at least in my mind, pushing long like that, giving him the ability to pick you off and dry peeking that instead of just grouping up together and maybe trying to rush the op.
Oh, and the flash from Fuffy is good, and he doesn't regress on it. For some reason, I don't know he's in the corner, and he will find the kill on Cox, but Jordan gonna find 2 kills of his own. Stadcat in mid with that Deagle, gonna take the head off of Sam, and this is a 3-on-3. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. This is a doable retake for the Lions if they manage to find a free kill, make it a 2-on-3. That could be everything here. On Tricks, that's going to be the opening if they find it here. And as this smoke dissipates, he might go for the swing. Willie Flynn. Jordan, though, finds Stadcat, and Tricks answers back with a kill of his own. They come swinging out and into 2 players. Fart with a nice little double kill, and Jordan with a 3K of his own to get 6 on the board for the Crush.
Yeah, now 6-3 max. If you're calling these defensive plays, what are you calling for the Lions here?
I mean, you've seen a lot of aggression towards B, so I think you really have to start playing 2B at the start of rounds here. I think the leaving the one player in Drill alone is really dangerous. Speaking of, JMD gets 2 kills in long, but yeah, I think leaving B that susceptible is hurting them a lot, and that mid rotate is just not coming through fast enough. So if I had to change anything for these CTs, obviously this round is not a good example of that, as JMD's just absolutely clapped those players coming out along. But overall, the 3-man stack, it's been hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, something has to change there. I do believe that they're being able to take advantage of the positioning of the Lions
Mm-hmm.
So now maybe try to throw a wrench or a curveball, I should say, on the offensive plays. I think maybe go for a fake, go for a split push, and try to see if you can get a guy to bite and try to get a play off the pick. Just maybe to do something a little bit different.
And we'll see if the nerves play into that as JMD finds another 2 kills to end off what is a beautiful round for himself. 4 kills, Tricks with a 1, and that's JMD on 10 kills. The first player on the lines to reach double digits, and mind you, Jordan and Sam. Tuxie's fallen a little quiet here. Jordan and Sam both on 10 kills of their own. Jordan currently sitting 10-5, which is a nice start for him. He's not been quiet, but he's been consistently fragging throughout these first 11, 10 rounds, that is. So good for him. Sam also in the work. And while Fart is not maybe top fragging, I would say that some of his kills have been the most impactful so far during this match as we
Yeah,
get into
they
round
have some
number
good
11.
moments, I believe. I want to see a little bit smarter plays from them. It seems like sometimes they're just pushing to push.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like that 2v5, I don't understand the play there. Why go for the bomb plant,
Yeah.
knowing that you're at a huge disadvantage wherever you go, and you're losing 2 AKs. That's gonna be hurt your economy,
Yeah,
and you're gonna put yourself in a bad position.
a few of those long pushes there. There's not a lot of utility being thrown. You know there's players on site. Nade them out. Throw a molly. Throw a couple flashes. But JMD's just allowed to get free kills like it's nobody's business. This is going to be the man to deal with as Fuffy and Tricks find 2 kills in mid. And the Lions' push is stopped for the time being. Those Deagles not going to be able to do the trick as Tricks and Fuffy team up again for another 2K. That's 2 in the round for each of them. And poor old Willie Flynn might want to try and save this AK. He's going to get tagged down pretty hard. So is Sadcat, and there's a lot of low players in mid here. Willie, Fuffy, Sadcat, all with sub 20 HP.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's a
I
smart play
lied.
to back off there because, and I don't know why he continues to peak this. It's again the decisions by the Orange Crush to continue to push opportunities instead of just saying, "Hey, let's save the gun, let's back off."
I
No, it's
apologize.
a
I said
5v1.
I said Willie was sub 20 HP. That's not true. He's got 79, but he's going to go for this, and he's only going to find 1. That was a good attempt, and that's the team kill? Question? No, it was not the team kill. It was just team damage, apparently. Anyways, we're into round number 12, and Lions trying to even up the score here. They're doing a good job of it, and the Orange Crush falling a little flat on that offense there, just getting taken out, and not even, I don't think they got a single kill until that last kill by Willie there.
Yeah, honestly, like, and again, I want to see better decisions from them. Right now, the way they're playing, as you get the early pick by JMD,
Oh, and
repeat
Tricks
this.
finds the other kill as well, and those flashes from the Orange Crush are just, I want to say, abysmal. Like, I mean, JMD's still in that corner the whole time. Your player's coming out thinking that the guy's flashed, and he's got full vision. He does not care. So that's a rough one. They're going to have to reevaluate those flashes for the Crush there.
Yeah, and right now, I believe they're just giving the Lions confidence. You're giving them the ability to sit there and say, "Hey, we can out aim them, we can outthink them." And right now, there's, I believe you said earlier about the tilting. I think the Orange Crush are maybe the team that's getting tilted at the moment.
Yeah, like I said, it was not waiting to happen, but it was a possibility. And if JMD gets on his horse here, like he seems to be already, as he gets another kill onto Sam, a good shot from him. Bart, though, gonna try and contest, baits out the first shot, and makes JMD swing. Gonna find the second as well, and he's fighting, doing his best to keep his team in this game. Jordan is gonna clear a car and does find Sadcat. A team flash is way too late. He's gonna peek across, and he contested with a wonderful one-tap onto Drill and a good swing from Tricks. My God, I thought Jordan nearly had it there. If Tricks wasn't there on that re-swing there, we're looking at dicey territory, but it will be 6 on the board, and after being down 6-3, I think, Lions have made it right back in, and we're back at a tie game.
Tie game indeed, and right now I think momentum's going to sit with the Lions. They've been able to take rounds from the Orange Crush. The decision making is going to have to improve here. Trixie gets the early pick. He's going aggressively, pushing Willie at the moment. Woo! And that's 2 picks for Trixie before he goes down.
My God, and Crush, though, already down another man, and Tuxie gonna try and do some work with this op, and they're debating between Sam and Tux who's gonna have the op. Tux on very much lower HP, and he's gonna run right into two players here. Fuffy, this is a nice play, a good read by Fuffy to take space, and they're just gonna run. Sam, you can have that op, my friend. We're gonna take the round. Beautiful stuff from the Lions, and again, that is a beautiful call from Fuffy to take that aggression. You hear a chat tick there, ladies and gentlemen. You know there's a little bit of BM happening right now. The chat ticks we hear. Probably a good thing we don't see it, but when you hear that spam, you know something's happening.
Yeah, it does. We'll see now how this next round happens because I think it's going to be a big decider, I believe, in the momentum because you got after the 2 more rounds. Whichever team I think comes out on top here is just gonna have that confidence going forward. You know, you won that first half. It's Dust too. It's a very aimy map, at least in my mind. So whichever team is just feeling better with their gunplay is gonna be the team that's gonna have the advantage. And right now, it's looking like it's the Lions. You saw Trixie with that confident push up mid, getting those frags. He's sitting at 15 right now. JMD with the op kills. I'm very interested to see how they transfer that aggression to the offensive side.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think, really where Fuffy shines. I'll be honest with you, is being able to dive deep into a playbook. As we see Sam gets a nice kill, and hey, Awesome's playing Counter Strike. Who would have guessed it? That's good to know. Yes, we are gonna see a timeout though for the Crush, which is probably a smart play here because they want to, I would say, come out on this side on top, right? You want to come out on your T side. If you can come out on top, you've not won the game, but you've put yourself in a very good position to win the game because statistically, you're more likely to win CT rounds. It does not matter what map you are on. You're statistically just more likely to win CT rounds. So, with that in mind, Orange Crush wanna maybe get this round and maybe get the next one too, as this is really the last gun round of the half, I would say. Maybe 2 rounds from now we'll see the last gun round. But this is an important one for sure because this is kind of deciding the half here. Who will find 8 or who will find 7 will be decided in round number 14. And another very passive hold from the Orange Crush here. Not really going for anything fast, despite the fact that that was working out on B.
Yeah, but I think maybe they were like, let's play this a little slow because of that aggression from the Lions in that last few rounds, especially, you know, Trixie up mid. I think maybe that affected them and made them maybe try to do something different this next round.
Oh, and a nice one-way from Willie here. Gonna try and molly out this player who's behind the door. Some counter utility being thrown by the Lions on Cat. And Fuffy's gonna flash his teammate in, but it's not gonna be soon enough as Willie's gonna go up, and that CT player has already fallen back down into CT. Another defensive smoke thrown by Fuffy, and excuse me, this is cat control for the Orange Crush. His Fart's just gonna come swinging out long, and there is no op to stop him this time. He's gonna come charging up, sees the barrel of Sad Cat, fucking trace, and goes for the trace. Excuse me, the spray transfer, but does not find the kill. Pixie, though, gonna do some work into CT, finding himself a kill of his own. Cat gonna aggressively peek on no health, and Tuxie will fall, putting Sam to the 2-on-1 with only 24 points of health remaining. Sad Cat is gonna be the man to watch here as he's got no health. Sam,
Good play by Sam.
aggressive, decisive, but it will not be. Drill finds the kill on the Sam. Too much HP, and Sam wanted to go for something aggressive again. Catch perhaps Drill off, off balance, off guard, but he will not, and Drill will get the defuse. A nice 2K by him to close out that round.
Yeah, great play by Sam. It's a 1v2. That's a clutch. Sorry, by the Lions there to get that, make sure that they don't lose that 1v2. Sorry, and be able to get that round. I thought that maybe Sam had it the way that round was going, and then it turned out that the Lions were able to close that out.
Yeah, good stuff from them, and unfortunately, it will not be 8 for the Orange Crush. All they can hope for is 7 here. As they've gone right back to what I thought was working best for them as they come charging out, but JMD He's on the site. He will only find one, though, as Sam is in a nice spot to make that trade. Drill has not been cleared either. He will eventually get cleared out by Tuxie, and the 3-on-3, it's a good hold by the Lions to really not let this round get out of hand.
Yeah, no, it's a 3v3. It's very doable. They do have some really advantageous spots, and now you see Trixie coming down tons. Nadraj, he's gonna see if he sees him. He does, and that's a great play by Nadraj. A play by Tuxie, and now it's a 1v3. I think the Orange Crush might have this. Let's see if Sadcat can do something. Oh no!
Jordan finds a nice kill, and that is an 8-7 half. Nothing to complain there for the Orange Crush. Lions perhaps maybe wanted to find a few more rounds on this CT half, but, you know, can still be happy with their performance. Tricks on 15, Fuffy on 12, and poor old Drill only on 4 kills going into the second half. And Willie Flynn, you said that sub coming into this next half here, is only on 3 kills. So not the greatest showing for either of those bottom frags, because it ain't close. It ain't close. But that's okay, because the rest of their teams on both sides seem to be firing on all cylinders. All 4 Orange Crush, apart from Willie Flynn, are above 10 into double digits, and that is almost the same case for the Lions. Sadcat only on 9, 1 less. As this push comes out for the Lions, and Sam, despite the molly being down, they're able to isolate the fight, and a nice 3K from Jordan to start the round off. And that puts the Lions already into a 2v4 situation with 1:30 on the clock. They're going to try and do some magic here, and Orange Crush have gone all the way through spawn. This could be dangerous, because if the Lions get this bomb down and they find this first kill, there's a whole retake that has to happen, and Jordan will fall, and this is where it gets dangerous, but Tuxie, will be quick to the flank and make sure that does not happen, and a timeout is called by the Lions after what is a nice piece of utility. Right there, super important, that molly isolates that fight, which leads to Jordan getting that 3K. Good stuff from him.
Yeah, now it's 8-8. What a close ball game. Both teams, I believe, have made some mistakes. Max, where are you leaning here?
I still gotta give the benefit of the doubt to the Lions. I think this being their pick, I think they've got some stuff in the book for this. I don't think Fuffy picks into a map and doesn't have a deep T-sided playbook for this map. So I think I got to give it to the Lions here, and the Orange Crush just seem a little uncoordinated, I would say.
Yeah, and I think maybe the subbing for Willie might have affected him a little. It shouldn't affect him that much with only one player being subbed in, but I did want to see a little bit of better performance by him. He's currently 3-13. So that is not what you want to see from bringing in a guy that you need to have confidence in to frag out, because the rest of the team is fragging. He needs to step up a little bit.
No, and Nee, the player that's been subbed out for, is a really, in my opinion, a really strong support player. He's a really just generally strong player. Yeah, but support, I think he's vital, and that's what they're lacking right now. You're right. They've got fraggers in Fart. They've got fraggers in Tuxie and in Jordan too. But yeah, I don't know. Nee is an important piece of this team, and he's missing tonight. And my word, the Tech 9, who said it was nerfed? I don't know who said that, because that is an unbelievable kill from Sam. Sorry, Sadcat, to start off this round. As we're in round 17, and we're already below a minute, has 4 Lions ready to pounce on Cat. Jordan, one of the players to stop, Willie Flynn the other. As utility will come out, and I think that's a CT smoke that's come down. Fuffy jumps through, and Willie's in a good spot to find that kill. Willie will not find the second, though, and Jordan finds all 3. It did not matter that Willie could not find more. Jordan with a beautiful hold to finish off round number 17 and get 9 on the board. Trying to pull away here, Orange Crush.
Yeah, great play by the Orange Crush, and that's the kind of thing you need for their confidence. I think it's going to be a little bit different, I should say, on defense, because they are going to be able to play back a little bit, and maybe they can play into the Lions' aggression.
Yeah, and I mean, the player to watch for on, just like on T side, as if that first kill happens, and Trix is going to go straight through this mid doors. He does not care about protocol, and Tuxie, meanwhile, what I was about to say before I was rudely interrupted by the round that was happening. is Tuxie on CT is a menace because he will push everything and anything. It does not matter. And Pecan is requested to watch the stream. Pecan, my friend, there's a stream up right now, and you can hear my wonderful voice over on at I believe it's twitch.tv/CS Confederation. It's a nice little stream. Check it out. But we are gonna find ourselves in Alliance timeout. What do you think they're talking about here, Hawkish?
Well, you know Fluffy does not like where they're sitting because right now it's 10-8. Perfectly winnable, but if you let 1 or 2 more rounds get away from you, that's gonna put the Lions in a very tough climb. So I know that right now he's trying to stop the bleeding and try to make sure that they have a good plan for this next round to try to get back into this.
And this is a vital round in the sense of the economy here. As you look at both teams, more so the Lions and the Crush, but both teams really this will force an eco next round. So the winner of this round will decide the next 2 for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's why they called that time up because they're so low on eco that they're like, hey, we need to win this. We cannot lose this next round, but we're gonna be down 12-8 very quickly.
It could just happen just like that as, again, the Lions opt for a little bit more of a passive hold and a lot of CT utility being thrown out, and there is the man again. Tuxie finds that opening frag. He's pushed long doors once again, and he's found the bomb, and Fart, meanwhile, somewhere else has found a kill of his own. Good kill from Fart to continue to open up this round in the way of the Orange Crush, and the Lions just trying to scramble to keep it together here as they look for maybe a cat take. A nice little pop flash, but walk into a smoke, and it's all for naught. All they've done is given away their position, and really, with only 50 seconds left, you have to ask yourself, is this the save? Do you just save into this and make sure that you can buy perhaps Galils for your teammates? But no, it looks like they're going to opt to go for it.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because you still see the guy on B, so they do have the numbers advantage here. They're able to get a pick. They're even now with the one guy on B. So if they can get this pick on A, they're gonna be able to take sight. It'll be interesting to see how quickly the B guy rotates here. You see the rotate already coming in. Oh, that's a good pick there. Oh, Nadraj, great. Got killed there to allow them to maintain the pressure. There's JMD though. JMD!
Oh my good God. 8 seconds left. JMD.
JMD!
To him. He doesn't need the op. He does not need the op. He needs that AK. A beautiful kill from JMD. A set of kills, and you hear the chat ticks after that one. A nice 3v1 clutch for JMD. And the Lions needed that. The Lions needed that for sure.
Yeah, it looked like that was a lost round for the Lions, and JMD said, hold up, hold my beer. I got this.
You mean apple juice, right? Apple juice.
Sorry, hold my water bottle.
Yes, yeah. But Orange Crush, though, just like we talked about, are now forced to save. They are forced to go into this next round with only Deagles and P250s as the Lions are just going to come charging in, and Sam finds 1, he finds 2, nearly finds the 3rd. Lions looking to do some damage, and they just get damage done to their own team as it's a nice 2K from Sam.
The round that the Lions needed. You said the clutch from JMD gave them the push. Now, if they can get this now, then you got a tie ball game, and it's a completely different conversation. You have a bad economy coming in from the Orange Crush. It's going to allow the Lions to maybe go from down 2 to up 1.
And again, though losing those 2 players on an eco is also bad because Trix and Sadcat are both broke as hell. And it's not like Drill, Fuffy, or JM. JM can buy 1 for sure. Maybe even both. But the money situation on this Lion squad, they're not going to have a lot of utility here. So Orange Crush, while they don't have the best, I mean, in any regards, their own good, they don't have a great economy themselves. But Lions, dangerous here as we go into the next round. Not like, look at that, no utility on Drill, full kits for everybody else, and again they've bought down to the wire. So if they lose this one, they're set right back as well. We're just in kind of force buy wars here almost.
Yeah, it's going back and forth like we expected going into this. Both teams are very solid, and now the Lions, they need to take advantage of this, play this safe. We see the Lurker chilling by T side. But it'll be
I
interesting
believe
to see
that's
what
Fuffy.
he. Yeah, I want to see what he does here. Being the IGL, not on the bomb. That's very interesting to me.
You know what he's waiting for? He's waiting for Tuxie to come charging out, and that opening kill from JMD is going to trigger this 4-man push onto the site, and they won't find anyone else here to contest it. So Trix, with a nice position up on this ramp here. Sad Cat on the site. Willie Flynn going to come charging up, and we'll find JMD. Fuffy with a nice trade, and Willie's going to find 2. A good set of production at about from someone who's not been performing super well tonight. Lions trying to hold desperately as Trix finds 1, finds the dink onto Fart as well, and Drill finds Willie Flynn. Jordan, the only one alive, and you got to go for the save, my guy.
Yeah, you got to run at this point.
Not enough bullets in the clip and not enough HP.
Ooh, he's very
in the
close.
bar.
I must see if they go hunting for him. This could spell trouble for him.
This could, as I take a sip of my water, as my voice is already starting to go. Take it over for me, Hawkish.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you got the Lions sitting here with the advantage. You see, the Orange Crush do not have a lot of eco here, so it's gonna be a full buy though from Nadraj. I'm gonna see if the force buy into this. If they do, I think that's gonna be a very questionable call. It looks like they're not. Oh, the early pick coming in from JMD. Already getting an advantage come the Lions. Here's a push coming out long. You see the 2 pushing up from B. They want to get them on the rotate. So it's going to be very interesting to see because you see the guy chilling mid, ready for them to try to wrap. And here it is. Oh, they knew that was coming. There's one more pick coming in. One last player. Willie gets 1 pick. He's going to try to have to get another, but doesn't quite get it. As now it's a 4v2. They just have to pick a site. If they're smart, they pick B, but it's looking like the push coming in on A site. There's 1 pick coming in. There's a 1v3 now for Jordan. He's going to have to pull a JMD here to come out on top. Goes for the gun pick. Oh, there's a 1. There's 2. Jordan,
you mad man. He pulls the
animal.
JMD. My word. And the Lions right away call a timeout. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That was a throw. I'm sorry, but that was a throw by the Lions. You had the advantage.
I was about to say,
long.
Well, I was about to say, why did he go for the AK? You know, he's got the M4 on site, and it's such a risk to go for the AK, but picks up the full mag of the better gun and absolutely unloads. And I will say, it's a little bit.
That's why.
It's a little bit of a throw. maybe a throw there from the Lions because.
Here's my thing.
Holy moly!
You have a 3v1. I think you have to pick the site where they cannot just have all the space that they have to travel. Go B. That way you can just get on the site, you get the push, and you get the trade, and you're good to go. Long, you're just going to line yourself up for Jordan, which is exactly what happened on that play.
Oh my god, wow. Okay, we gotta recover here and move into the next round as the Lions just come charging up Cat. JMD leading the charge with a nice Deagle skin, mind you. Jordan trying to work some magic like he did in the last round. Finds 1 and gets his head taken clean off. They were going to line up for him. Sam gonna be on the flank for a nice 3K. Make that 4 on the round for Sam. A good retake. Bomb does go down, so there will be a buy coming out from the Lions next round. A pretty healthy one as well, as JMD sitting on 5.6 thousand already. Let's see if the op comes out for this Lions side, as I think it should and will.
And for the Orange Crush, they have to be thankful for Sam and Jordan. Those 2 have carried this team back into this match. It looked like the Lions maybe were in a position to start running away with it, with the way the momentum was rolling. And it looks like it's now. There's an early push, and Tracy gets a pick on Fart. So now there's an advantage coming in. Buffy gets taken out by Tuxie. Jordan, only 1 on site. You see the 2 coming in from Cat, trying to get these defense rolling. The smoke's flying in. Now there's 2 on site, ready for the push. Tuxie holding it very tightly, trying to get the P kill, doesn't quite get it. You see Sam in a tough spot in the corner, waiting for his teams to get on site. Right now, the Lions have the advantage. Let's see if Sam has another clutch in him here, Max.
Yeah, and as that bomb goes down, it really is going to have to be up to Sam to find the first, and in the one with This is the first spray. Drill falls, 16 HP on Simon as he pulls out the nade. Drill finds the kill, nearly had it again, and Lions creep right back into this game. Folks, do not tune that dial anywhere else. We are sitting at 12-12 in this first match of the best of 3. My God, it's going to be a good series if this is how every map is going to go. I'm going to have to miss my 8:30 class tomorrow morning because, my God, it's 12-12, and this, like I said, the economy not super strong once again. Jordan with the deagle, and it's actually the 5 deco, and Sam getting a little aggressive in lower tons will lose his life. It's only a deagle, and Crush come out on the B site, find kills all over the site. JM taken out of the round by Jordan, and it's actually a 2-on-2 with Trix finding another kill. Fart with the deagle. Not a lot of space for him to work with here, as Trix is going to get aggressive. The AK in the hands of Fart. Does he go for this, or does he opt for the save? I think he goes for this, as both players know where he is, and Trix is in a great spot here. This is a really smart outplay. Fuffy, I'm sure, made that call, and maybe Fart just trying to bait some utility, get them close to that bomb, and maybe somehow find a single frag, but he's not winning this round. No heckin' chance, and this is going to be 13 on the board for the Lions, as Fart does swing out, finds good damage, but no kill as Trix gets the better of him to find 13 rounds for the Lions.
And I just want to reach back a little bit for the previous round. Max, how did you feel about how Sam played that last retake? I feel like maybe it was a misplay with the nade.
Not only that, he hit the spray. He hit the spray, and he whiffed half the spray as well. So if he had just been maybe a little bit more calm, what an interesting flash that was. He might have actually just clutched it out, because he had essentially a player who was not even ready for his swing. But speaking of not ready, these Orange Crush, they're spread out all over the map as 4 Lions come charging up through long. Tuxie finds one through the gap in the smoke, and Trix spraying wildly through the box, will not even find Fart, who finds Sadcat, and he will eventually fall, but Trix on this nice flank does get mollied off pretty soon after. Jordan again chimes in for 2 kills, make that nearly 3 as Trix sits on very low and somehow gets 2 kills. Where did that come from? I don't even know, as he will find that 3rd kill eventually, and the Orange Crush, who would have thunk it, right back into it. 13-13 going into round 27.
I cannot wait to see this. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it here, Max, but this feels like an overtime game.
I see overtime in our future, my friend. And if the first map is starting off on overtime, where is this going to go? How do we... I don't know. How do you see this
Max,
ending?
I hope you got your energy drinks ready, because it seems like if every map's like this, we're going to be up to the wee hours of the morning here.
We might. I might have to send one of my roommates on a run. Because I was not prepared for this. Not that I thought there was going to be a 2-0, but I did not think that there was going to be
overtime game 1.
Yes, overtime game 1 is an interesting one, as Sam is going to be contested pretty heavily here. Hart's going to chime in for 2 kills, and he will find
that's the bomb.
Not a 3rd. That is the bomb down, and JMD, the 1-on-4 with a deagle, gets flashed out, and that's a great team play by the Crush to find 14. The Lions now, this is back against the wall. This is the round for match point. If Orange Crush don't find this, then it's straight back into just, nail-biting 14-14 gameplay. Fuffy on that Galil, that's an interesting one. He's opted for a lot of utility, and everyone else on his team has opted for an AK and almost no utility. A flash apiece for all of them. This must be a play set up as Trix falls, does get traded out pretty quickly. But it's a good opening for the Orange Crush, and Lions are going to opt, I think, for a strong, aggressive play. They're going out through mid-doors. Here's the bomb on Drill. Not a lot of room to work with as Fart finds that first kill. No smoke, no utility, really hurting. And the flank from Willie is working wonders as he finds the first and the second. And it's Sadcat. He's got the sight, but he's got no bomb, and this Wrath clinch is going to end in Orange Crush finding 15, finding match point, and ever so closer in Lions now calling their final timeout, I think of the game
Yeah,
with
I
no
mean, they
money
have
in the
to.
bank. What do you do
Yeah.
here, Hawkish, with no money?
Well, here's the thing. You're forced to, no pun intended, force you. You have to. You gotta force overtime. So every player is gonna be forcing here.
Of
It's
course.
what I'm gonna be interesting to see is what is the strategy. So
Hmm.
looking like so far we're going for deagle plays. So they're forcing with utility, not with guns.
Yeah. Which
So
is, I
that's
think, the right play because
yeah.
if they had gotten that CT smoke down, Fart would have been cut out of that and they would have been able to pincer B site much easier. But no utility. They opted for AKs and it didn't really work out for them. So at least Fuffy is, somewhat recovering on his mistakes, perhaps, if you want to call it that. I really would just call it decisions, right? You decide to go for guns instead of utility, and didn't work out, so they're going to try the other way now. And an opening for Lions would be everything here. Is JM in lower tons going to get delayed for now, and Lions are going to look for cat control.
Yeah, if they can get a pick here, that's going to be the difference maker. They need to get guns in their hands. The Deagle is not, or sorry, not just Deagles. They have, God, nah. Here's my lack of knowledge. I forget what those guns are called.
Tech Nines, my friends.
Tech nines,
Tech
yeah.
Nines.
Tech 9 ain't gonna do it. That's
Tech
all I will
9, though,
say.
we've seen already, though, Sad Cat find some wonderful kills with that Tech 9 through the mid doors a few times now. And listen, there's a reason why I use them on any gun round where we're ecoing. It can laser up close. It's a mini shotgun as Tuxie gets flashed off and misses those first few kills. Fuffy with the Tech 9 finds that first kill. Willie, though, gonna go for the second on JM, and the head bopping up and down is gonna do some magic. And Lions stay alive for a moment
Need the
longer.
guns.
They need guns right now, and JM gonna opt. They go for the fake plant, not expecting, and the swing. My God, what are you doing, JMD? What are you doing? Fart will fall, and that puts 2 Lions
That was a great
against
play.
Sam. Wow. I mean, the fake
That
didn't
was
work out,
200 IQ.
but Sam gets swung
Oh
on, and
my
JM,
lord, the
the
Lions do it.
hero of the rounds, JM finds 3 kills. JM doing absolute work with that deagle, and I mean the fake really wasn't. I mean they knew that there was no fake they knew that there was a fake happening because they heard the sound, and then probably I want to say it was at least 7 seconds, maybe 8 before JM swung. So it was obvious that the bomb wasn't going down. But the fact that they both swung it together, that must have been the surprise for the player in CT, who I've already forgotten who it was. That does not matter, though, as the Orange Crush have called a timeout, trying to compose themselves, and unlike the last round, the Lions now on really a full buy here, apart from Sad Cat on a Galil and not a lot of utility on Tricks. Otherwise, we're looking at a full buy on either team here. A little bit short utility on the Orange Crush. They've gone for a lot of Molotovs and smokes to, which is the smart play on CT, holding utility, right? You want to be able to delay. And it's the right play as Trix is just going to come charging out long again, and this fight maybe decides the round as Trix is going to come charging out, swinging at 2 players, and he will get taken off. Tuxie full blind, and Willie, meanwhile,
Willie gets another one.
A beautiful kill through the mid doors with the op. And he's really come into his own here at the end now, finding 16 frags in the match.
Yeah,
and
he started
Lions.
3-13.
Yeah, Lions looking at death here. As the Orange Crush sit on 15 rounds, they need one more, a minute 20 between them and map 2, and a minute 20 in between Lions and overtime. Which will it be? They'd have to pull out some wonders. JMD would have to go absolutely bananas. And it looks like the Lions are just going to stall. They're just going to try and bait out more utility. And if they've got this red right, they do commit to A here. As there's only 2 players left. The smoke has gone down, and the Crush are reading B here. They think, okay, all this utility, it's pointing towards this site, and they're stacking it hard. And Jordan, you make the round here, and he gets his head taken off. JMD trying to do wonders once again, and that's going to be the full rotate from the Crush. Tuxie is going to find one. He's going to find more than one if he wants to make this round any doable, because JMD, he's good for 2 with the way that he's been playing right now. Fart, though, creeping up. A lot riding on his shoulders right now. Waiting for the rotations from his teammates, and the steps made in CT are maybe a little bit of a giveaway as Sam just comes straight out of the smoke. They find the first and find the second, and that will be
That's
16.
game.
That is the map. That is the first round of this series, and the Orange Crush do it perhaps closer than they want it to be, but it's done. 16-14, Orange Crush, GG. Jordan dropping 35
Yeah.
kills.
Man of the match, I think, for the Orange Crush. So Sam was also playing very well. I will say that this is looking tough for the Lions because this was their map pick.
Yeah, that's and JMD dropping 31. 31 on that match. That's, I mean, you can't ask for more. Tricks also doing super well, but again, JMD with pulling some clutches out that should not have happened. Simply should not have happened. And here we are, moving into overpass straight away. We will see. We will see a second map for sure. We'll see if we see a third. This was, mind you, Dust was the Lions' pick. This is the Orange Crush's pick. This is, in my opinion, probably Crush's best map. Not that Lions are any slouch at it, but I've seen the Crush play a few times. I've even played with the Crush a few times, and I would say this is not only their team's map, but Tuxie. Tuxie on this map is an animal. And I think if Orange Crush want to 2-0 this, that is the man for the job to really pop off. What do you think is going to be a key to success here for the Lions if they want to find the third map here, Hawkish? What's a key to success?
The overpass is a little bit of a different play. It's
Mm-hmm.
not it's not as much of a puggy map. So I think the key for me is gonna be who takes con control.
Okay.
Because the way the Orange Crush play, it seemed like offensively they were a little passive. So if the Lions are able to take con control, that's going to allow them to basically dictate where on the map they can push with ease. Whether and then on the other side, the Orange Crush have to stop that. So I think that's going to be the key for me is who takes con control, and then the adjustments that get made after that. The little IGL plays.
Yeah. This is going to be a big test of Fuffy right now. I think this is going to be well. This is, I mean, do or die, right? So we'll see how this goes into the next map. My God. We're still looking for players to connect here. We're still looking for some of the Lions to pop in. Yeah, I think for the Lions, a win condition is a really strong CT side. I think they need to find 10. They need to find 10 because if they don't find 10 on their CT, they're going to really struggle on their T side. The Lions, I find a very strong T-sided team on this map, and the just the executes of Fuffy and just his knowledge of utility and good positioning for his players. I think that is going to come into a big, well, be a big part of this match. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
How you
very
feeling,
very
Hawkish?
true.
Otherwise, my God, I need to take my blood pressure medication after that one. What a nail biter.
Yeah, no, I had to adjust a little bit, trying to get myself together because that was such a match. Like you saw
Mm-hmm.
so much going on with both sides, the trades, the clutches coming in from both teams. JMD playing out of his mind. You see Sam having some clutch moments. You see Jordan is absolutely freaking out that play with the AK that we were sitting there like, what are you doing? But then he
Yeah.
turns around and just mows them down. So I want to see what happens on Overpass. See how those particular players play. And now it seems like Willie, he got adjusted. It seemed like towards the end they figured out, hey, put the op in Willie's hands. That's where he's
Yeah.
comfortable at the moment. Let him op. That worked. And that was a good mid-round adjustment by the Orange Crush.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was the plan all along. They just needed to get to the CT side. Um, yeah, go for it. Go for it, Lee. Willie was an important part of this, as you pointed out in the little pregame we had just before. Well, not pregame, while we were waiting for the game to start. Uh, a win condition for sure for the Lions is also Willie kind of coming in and filling the gap that has been left. Sorry, not the Lions, the Orange Crush. My bad. And he's done, at least in that second half. He's done what he needed to do to close out that game and to close out the half. And I'm just excited for this next one. Hopefully, it's half the game that one is, and we'll still be sitting on the edge of our seats, eh?
Hey, I'm on the edge. I got my eyes wide. I might have to get my eye drops because I just can't. Every time that you blink, you miss a play.
Yeah.
Like every single second, something's going on. So it's gonna be very interesting. I want to see now also, Fluffy. This is your squad. You're in the playoffs. You're down 0-1 on your map pick. How do you react? How do you motivate your team to win this second map to try to get back into this?
Yeah, you gotta have a big old speech there. I think you gotta talk to each player individually and remind them of how close that match really was, right? And just I don't know. It's a tough one. A 16-14 loss, right? You can smell it. You can taste victory even, and you gotta just say, hey, on to the next one. That game, just forget about it. There's two more. There's enough time in the day, and yeah, just move on to the next one because that's a heartbreaking one to lose for the Lions.
Really was, but at the end of the day, this is why we're in the playoffs. You're gonna face teams that you thought you could beat on your map, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to turn around and say, "Hey, if they can do it, we can do it too. We are better than this team." There were mistakes being made by both sides that could have changed the entire outcome of these matches. The clutches, the questionable calls and pushes. Orange were giving rounds to the Lions that they shouldn't have been. So that can be either a confidence booster for the Lions or a confidence booster for the Orange because they can say, "Hey, beat them even while making mistakes."
Mm-hmm. And I think we've got a full lobby here, ladies and gentlemen. So we might actually be getting into this next game pretty soon. Players are in. Uh, ooh, that's a good question, Lee. How do you turn off notifications? I'm not sure if I'm qualified to answer that question. I'll be real with you. I'm sure it's somewhere in the settings, as most things are when it comes to Steam. Yeah, wow. What else can we fluff about before the game starts? What else can we hawkish? I listen, I saw something before this game started. I saw some pretty nasty, not nasty, nasty's the wrong word. Pretty beautiful looking tacos. I don't know if you want to just show all the ladies and gentlemen at home. What do you have
I
what you have
mean,
for dinner
they're
there, huh?
pretty destroyed.
Oh, are they already gone?
Dog, I've been eating. You
Oh
think I'm
my
not eating while you're
god.
talking, dog?
I had no idea. I had
I've
no
been
idea.
I'm like, oh, he's gonna go on a tangent. He's gonna go talk for a bit. All right, num 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 num.
Absolutely just destroyed them. Ugh. Okay, well that's okay. But yeah, gosh, what else can we fuff about while we wait for this game to start? What else? Okay. Actually,
And we could talk about, if you want to fuff, you can fuff about Fuffy's blazer. Talk
yeah, we
about him
can.
as a
Oh
caster,
man.
his beautiful
Oh
face. Let
man.
me get him in here.
We could, but guess what? We're into the knife round.
Oh, oh, no talk
We
about
are
Fuffy. Dang, I was.
no talk about Fuffy. Oh, the knife rounds doesn't matter because the map pick was actually the well, it was the Orange Crush's map pick. So the Lions get to pick sides. Just by the way, Lee, you got to change the sides because currently it says that the Lions are CT, which they are not. Just by the way. Just by the way. Okay. I don't know
We're
if it's
trying. We're trying.
fixed. We're doing our best. Orange Crush, yes, I think we're good. Beautiful. Okay, Lions are CT, Orange Crush are T. It's fixed. It's working. We're good, and we are off already into the next round, or the next match of this series. It will be the Lions to start off on their pistol on CT. Some utility bought out for Fuffy, as usual. A kit on him and armor on everybody else, and they're going to go for the hard B stack, and this is the right play as the Orange Crush will take water early control. Willie is just going to come straight up, and Sad Cat, oh my word, what a shot. Out of the round, Tricks with a few kills of his own as he's going to push up through the monster pipe. Goes to the short pipe, Drill going to finish off that kill, and Sad Cat finds another one. Drill and who else is that? Sad Cat. Oh, sorry, I lied. Drill, Tricks, and Sad Cat all getting together for some kills. JM finding one for himself. It's only Fuffy without a kill. And that's first pistol. That's a good start from the Lions. A good bounce back if they want to have a chance at winning this match and sending us to a third one.
Yeah, and that's a good start. You need to get that pistol round to maybe start getting those strategies that you want to put into play early, because then you have the gun advantage. You can play a little bit more aggressively. See if you can get them on a weird moment. As you see the smoke coming in, they see everybody pushing in from mid control.
Oh my god, and Trix finds 2 with the MP5, and as that smoke goes down, they're just going to go right through it. Orange Crush, though, find themselves at a 2-man disadvantage very early into the round. A minute 30 left, and Fart's keeping an eye on this connector here. As Sadcat going to rotate up. The rotate has been called, despite the fact that there's very little information. And these Orange Crushes, they're just going to go right back through spawn and maybe try to go B here, as it looks like they are going to. The Lions still in support of one another. Players are spread around the map. There is a player, I believe, in kind of CT spawn, ready to rotate at any time, or just below CT spawn, that is. And it is Drill, playing close to Monster, playing for that sound, and will calm perhaps that this sound has been made. I don't know if he heard it or not. Fart to be the first contestant walking up into the drill show, and he will absolutely clear him out, decked onto the ground. Trix gonna have to find one, and he's not even good for that. The aggression is obscene, and JM, with some nades, with some utility, it's a beautiful take by the Crush to make this an even game, and Sam both are good for 2. Fuffy, though, finds the first and finds the second with the spray down. A 1v2 clutch for Fuffy to win the second round, and my god, what a back and forth round. Lions open up for 2 kills. Orange Crush come right back for another 3, and the Lions close it out for round number 2 on the boards, and some more chat ticks. God knows what they're saying.
Yeah, and honestly, that was a clip. If we could get the third camera view of what's it called, Fart on that play, just to jump.
Oh my god,
the running SMG jumps over the fence and kills them. Like that's a clip if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that is for sure a clip. As JMD is gonna go aggressive, he spots the elbow and he's gonna go right back up. And Jordan and the rest of the Orange Crush are just gonna come charging out B, gonna try and get this bomb down. But Jordan and Trix and Drill are gonna find some kills to defend this site. Tuxie gets one full blind, and the bomb will go down in the smoke. Orange Crush, bomb planted, and try to get into post plants here as Fart finds another crucial post plant kill. Sadcat with the MP9, gonna get somewhat aggressive, but Tuxie on a beautiful flank, and there goes Trix as JM finds another kill, and Fart with another crucial defense. JM in the 1v2 clutch misses the first flick, is somehow still alive though, as some missed bullets from Fart make this a tougher retake than it should be, and a second missed shot will confirm the fact that Orange Crush find the first round of the match, of the game.
We have a fan for our observer here, Mr. Joe Smith, saying, "I love Lee. Is my favorite CSC player."
No way. Big shout out to Lee, everybody's favorite CSC player. Joe Smith, big shout out to you. Big heart. Anyways, apparently New World has ruined JMD. Also, I'm not sure where that information has come from. Perhaps a fairy floating by as we get into round number 4. And the Orange Crush are just gonna keep pain training this. They're gonna stick together and go up long hard. Willie Flynn finds that first kill on the Trix. That's vital for this push. JMD on the Deagle, and the rest of Lions close with these Deagles, ready to stop any kind of aggression, or at least try to stop any kind of aggression. Flurry of bullets, and JMD gets the first, and the spray of bullets only finds 1 kill. Fuffy, good for some damage, but not a kill, and another round for the Orange Crush. It's another tie game. Who would have guessed it?
Yeah, and you might have to send your roommate out here, Max.
Yeah, I might just have to, because it is already, my god, 10:35 Eastern Standard Time, and it looks like this one already 4 rounds in. I'm gonna say it goes the distance. I'm gonna say we see I don't know who. I'm going to say whoever's winning this map, it's 16-13. Okay, that's my prediction. Early coming out.
My prediction is 18-17.
And we get to see it again. That's okay, Lee. Don't sweat it. Notifications on Steam are a tough one to turn off, apparently. Maybe we could get some IT tech support in here as the Orange Crush are going to execute once again. And we're going to see a little bit of a Trix battle with Jordan. Site is being cleared, and Trix managed to pick up this AK as the bomb is being planted, and Willie good for 2 kills onto these unarmored Eco Lions. A nice little bit of utility, but a missed smoke, which could put up somewhat of a sketchy position on this round. Sam, though, finds Fuffy and Trix and Drill. Trix is just going to save this AK, and Drill's going to try and get into a position where he can perhaps take another AK out of the hands of an Orange Crush player. But I find it unlikely that the Orange Crush, speak of the devil, will let that happen. Trix, though, hiding in spawn, AK in hand, and Crush are going to give it to him. They're not going to hunt for it. They know. They know the money. Well, actually, when I'm saying that, the money on the Orange Crush side, I think you did. The money on the Orange Crush side right now is booming. Absolutely booming. I mean, you have 3 players above 6K pretty well. That's dirty.
Max, during this timeout, I'm gonna take a quick advantage. If you want to just run your mouth a bit, I have to go use the little boys' room real quick.
Okay, that's a good idea. I can run my mouth. I mean, I've been doing it this whole damn game so far, so it's not like I'm gonna stop. The timeout is called by the Lions, I think, there, and yeah, well, you know what? That's okay. The map score, it don't matter right now. Let's just get into the action here. As we will see the first real, I think, not the first real, but a good full gun round here, full utility on pretty much everybody. Sadcat, the only one who doesn't have any utility on either team, and the Orange Crush going to go for water control as Fart charges up into it. Sadcat and the Co of Lions on site, waiting for some kind of aggression, and it's going to be Fart who gets absolutely destroyed by Drill. Tuxie trying to trade it back, and Drill's going to find a second one. A beautiful swing and a nice 3K from the Lions, and Drill to hold on to B sites. Jordan and Willie, what are they thinking right now? They still got the bomb, but all the 5 Lions are still down here. Not a single one has died. Not even Drill, who was attacked by 3 separate Crushes. I don't know. Do you call them oranges or do you call them crushes? Because I feel like saying orange crushes every single time is going to make me lose my mind. But Jordan, meanwhile, loses his body as Drill gets a 4th kill. And Drill is on for the ace here, my friends. Do it, Drill. Ace in an elite semifinal.
Hey, it's a CSC major. Come on.
It's a CSC. It's the CSC major. Exactly. That's what this is. The CSC major. Drill. Yep. Oh, and he gets taken out, and it will not be today that we see, or at least not this round, that we will see a semifinal ace. Willie, though, trying to make this closer than it already was. 23 points of health. The spam through the smoke, and he's just waiting for some kind of aggression, but no. The Crush, no. I was about to say not to push, but there you go. He gets caught out by that spray down, and that'll be 3 on the board for the Lions as well. And I don't know, you missed the near ace. That was an unbelievable hold from Drill on B site with the M4. I don't even think he reloaded. I don't think he reloaded.
We love seeing when guys clutch up. But hey, maybe put it in our back pocket, Max, for an off-season event, the CSC major.
Yeah, the CSC major. That's, yeah. Anyways, moving into round 7. Jordan gonna take some aggression up long. Trix, though, I like this play from Trix. Just gonna hem him in and fall back. Gonna meet up with his buddy JMD on the op, and this op of JMD has yet to really find a lot of impact. And Tuxie finds the kill through the smoke.
Good flash, good flash.
Yeah, JM, though, gonna try and do some work, and he's pushed out too far. Jordan and Tuxie both get 2 kills. Tricks and JMD fall, and that is the sight. And this should be the save. It will not be Sadcat saving. It will be Drill, however, maybe trying to save this AK, but he's going to be hunted. He's already being hunted. Tuxie, the man with the W key, the iron W key, is going to continue to push, and Willie hears him rotating into spawn. They hear the reload. Willie's going to walk, knife out. Now he's going to run. They're going to hunt him down. They do not want this save. They know how important this AK is. And mind you, the Orange Crush, though, not a lot of health themselves. Money themselves, and Willie finding that kill onto Drill. Yeah, the economy for Crush here. Fart and Willie on quite a bit, but everybody else, I mean, one gun round here, and they're pretty well through.
Yeah, and that's something that you're gonna have to balance out. Like, obviously, you want to get your buys in, but you got to be careful because you lose some guns and the round's over. You see now the eco coming in from the Lions. They're exactly the situation where they need that save. They need to try to get the op maybe in the hands of JMD. We'll see what happens here with this push because it seems like they're still pushing. Max, I want to ask you, when
Yes,
you're
sir.
on a pistol run, what is your general strategy for pushing a site?
Honestly, a hell of a lot of flashes. If you can overwhelm players, you throw 2 or 3 flashes, not all at the same time, but what do you want to say? Sequentially, that's the word. As Sam finds that final kill on a pretty uneventful round overall, as Fart and Willie Flynn do fall, but it is 5 on the board for the Crush. Yeah, you know, a little bit of utility and a nice pain train of 5 players. That's how you win a nice pistol eco.
Yeah, because I asked because sometimes it's interesting to see when they split push with pistols. Because me personally, I think you got to crash a site, whatever site it
Yeah.
happens to be. You maybe have one lurker, but for the most part, you need the guns on site. Or you only got pistols, and so it's always interesting to see the different strategies teams use on pistol ecos.
Yeah, it's
the push
really, I don't
on long.
know. I don't think anything is better than the other. As the Orange Crush are going to come charging up long, and Trix hears this. He's ready for the first. Can he find a second, though? No, he cannot. Jordan trades him out, and the site will begin to be contested here. They go through the smoke, and Tuxie, that W key is going to cause him some trouble as Sadcat finds that first kill, and the Lions start their defense off well. A little bit of a failed molly, but it won't matter. The smoke does the same job. And JM looking to take some space in bathrooms. They've heard the scope. They know he's close. Sam, the first to contest, and he finds the kill. I'm not sure how JM missed that.
Ego swing.
I'm not sure how JM missed that, but it won't matter as now we're into a 3-on-3.
Very interesting to see what happens here. Is just gonna try to get some picks. I was interested to see that Tuxie pushed through the smoke. I think maybe that was a miscommunication on the
I
Orange
think,
Crush side
yeah.
because he pushed by himself through the smoke while the rest of the team did not.
That's the kind of situation where he's yelling, push, 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 and the rest of his team is saying, no, 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 and he goes through and gets his
Now
head
maybe they're
taken
saying, bet,
clean
bet,
off.
bet, go ahead.
Yeah.
we're gonna chill back here.
Yeah, and Sam, a nice kill onto Fuffy, and
Fuffy's gonna be
Fuffy getting
mad on that one.
over aggressive. Yeah, that was not the right play. They know there's people up, and Willie gonna run distraction here. Not a lot of time left, and he's gonna pull Drill away, and it's the 3-on-1. Cat finds the first. 3 seconds left. There is enough time for the plants. Not anymore, as Sadcat finds the kill through the smoke.
So that was 2 smart plays there, Max. That was a smart play by Willie to try to maintain the pressure so they do not get the extra man on A site. But that was such a great clutch by Sadcat to make sure even with the 1v2, he still won the round.
Well, and the real mistake there is the fact that, excuse me, woo, big yawn. The fight,
the fight is, roommate.
Yeah, the text has been sent. The thing is that fight was taken right away. You're giving Sadcat a 1v1 fight while the bomb is being planted, which, like, what are you gaining there, really? Like, get the bomb down, and then, right, you can look to take those fights, but dangerous plays, not a lot of time left on the clock, and the fight's taken.
Yeah,
Rounds number 10.
Think about it. It is the playoffs. They're on stream. Maybe the quick decision making isn't exactly where you want it to be, and that is like what maybe could have happened there. That maybe they just made some quick decisions that just didn't turn out in their favor the way they planned.
No, it will not be today, I guess. But Fart finds a good opening. Tuxie finds one for himself. Make that 2. Make that not a third. As Sadcat stays alive. The flash does go over. But it's
Gonna be a retreat.
it's just going to be the save. The man with the clutch, the man of the hour in the last round will be forced to save.
He's gotta be thinking here, guys, come on, I can't keep leaving me as the last guy.
No.
I'm decent, but I ain't that good.
Yeah, it's but again,
Oh,
as Fart
you didn't see him long.
finds that kill again, a close match. Despite Orange Crush pulling away by 2 now, I don't know if we've seen a distance, like a score distance between these two teams more than 4 rounds, I want to say. I think 3 is maybe the
Honestly,
maximum.
I think 3, yeah, because I think we saw one third round, but most of the time, it really didn't go past 2.
No, it really did not go past 2, and oh man, another Orange Crush timeout. Lions not really gonna opt into buy here. They're gonna look for USPS's
And how do you
for to
feel saying
do.
here? Is this an interesting timeout from the team that's in the advantage?
Yeah, I think it's I don't think it's a bad play here, right? You want to extend this lead, right? We just talked about how there's not been a lot of distance between these two teams. Imagine you get this one, which they are gonna get. I mean, unless JMD pulls something out of his butt that we just will never see again. But they will find this one.
Carrigan.
Yeah, you got to make sure. I think maybe what they're talking about, we make sure that this eco does not, we don't get ecoed here, because that could be detrimental
Yeah, I think
to
they
not
cannot
only
lose
the
a lot of
morale.
guns here.
No, the money is
They're going for the
good.
hide.
The money
they're
is
going
good.
for sneak play here in connector.
Yeah, and I like this double cross as Tuxie, though, has read this out perfectly, and both players will swing in.
The
Sadcat, though, through the
200
smoke.
IQ Molly.
I love that, Molly. A good read and a good just it's an eco. Might as well throw utility where it's going to be thrown to be useful, and it was useful there. Mighty useful as the Orange Crush just going to move towards A. 3 players pushing up long here, and Willie Flynn finds 2 more kills. Drill left alone in the 1-on-4 with a poor old USPS. What kind of skin is that? You want to give us an inspect? No, Drill doesn't want to inspect. He wants to die instead. What kind of skin? Was that a Wasteland? It looked like a Wasteland Rebel USPS. I don't even think that's a thing,
Lee
though.
in the chat saying, "Hey, Drill, what's your?"
Yeah, what skin is that, bro? I don't know. I don't think Wasteland Rebel USPS is a thing, but it looks kind of funky. I see a bunch of X's on there, so that was my thought going into that. A lot of nice skins showing up tonight. Look at these Shadow Daggers. He is giving us the inspect this time. And yeah, just a lot of nice skins all around. I believe that's an Op Graphite, if I'm not incorrect. I don't know. Listen, folks, I'm not a hype beast. My inventory is probably worth collectively like maybe $100 at most. So whenever I see people with cool skins, I'm kind of blown away.
Yeah, I get lucky that Big Z funds half my skins.
Well, he's a good friend to have, not only for that, but what a mensch, I would call him. What a gentleman, scholar.
That's dad.
That's my dad, everybody, as the Lions playing aggressive, but also looking for an opening here. They need this round if they want to make this another tight first half. Tuxie not going to clear his corners out properly, and Trix will find the first frag. Lions off to a good start in the round. Keep it going, my friends. Keep the ball rolling. Utility being thrown.
Yeah. And they need this round too. Being down
They
3
really
rounds,
do.
you do not want to stretch this lead any further.
Because if they lose this one and Drill,
swing.
my God, Sam, though, trades right back in. He's been doing work on this server so far.
You see the commit here on site. There's still 2 more. We're going to see the rotate coming in.
Oh, and the spray down is not good enough, and the mist smoke is not going to help either as Jordan in the 1-on-4. We've seen him do some wacky stuff, but I think this is too much.
Oh my God, Jordan.
What a good swing from Trix. Jordan was really going to do it to them right there as we see the nice liquid spray. It's PGL Stockholm 2021. Hey, folks, if you haven't been watching the major, it's been pretty exciting so far. Well, my boys in Mouse Sports, they won today, which they should have done because they were playing Renegades, so that was unsurprising, but they dropped Mirage, which was sad.
Do we know who the people that qualified today are?
We do know VP qualified today, I believe.
Okay.
I want to say Entropic. I was about to
Ooh,
say
Entropic. That's a
Entropically.
good pick. That was my 3-0
Entropic.
pick. Bad.
Yeah, Entropic qualified, and I think there's someone else. I know Copenhagen qualified a while ago, which is a big,
Oh, yeah,
not a
that
while
big
ago, the day
3-0.
before. That's a pretty impressive one. But speaking of impressive, we're gonna see an impressive push come out from the Orange Crush, and this Molly is fully blind, and he's just sitting in it. He's got no idea that he's burning to death, and there goes the round. As quick as it came, she's gone.
What a quick round by
Lions
the
with
Lions,
6.
too. Able to wipe everybody without losing any guns.
I like the sound of that. A nice economical round for them as they keep everything in their hands. And the funny thing is despite winning that round, they still really don't have a lot of money. The MP9 on Fuffy, the FAMAS on Drill, another MP9 on Sadcat. I mean, that Op and AK are going to do some work, hopefully. But Tricks, though, going aggressive up through Fountain. Going to look towards Playground, and there are players down in there, and Sam does find Drill to open up this round for the Crush, and Tuxie finds Tricks as well, and that aggression that looked so good in the beginning is punished. Oh, and JMD just makes it around the corner, misses the flick, and Tuxie gets a second kill. And this is looking like an Orange Crush round, unless Fuffy's got something to say about it. Can't even find the force, but finds the kill onto Tuxie, picks up that AK. And now is where things get dangerous, because Willie Flynn's very low, and so is Jordan. This AK can do short work of those low HP players, and we could be into a 2-on-2 just like that. But Orange Crush playing this smart, waiting for some kind of aggression. Fuffy, though, going to be aggressive in his own way, going up through bathrooms, and this flank could be everything. He could find 2 kills here, and it would be Sadcat with the MP9. But meanwhile, they've gone down. They find Willie, but he finds no one else, and I think it's been called now that they're down con and the rotate needs to happen. But they're still up top, and the fart is on site. The fart is on site. Jordan and Sam are going to join him there as well, and the Lions are just going to have to save Fuffy and Sadcat. An op, though, in the hands of Sadcat, that's an important plus for this next round, because they will be able to buy back in. JMD probably going to get that op, and he'll be able to drop for Sadcat. Tricks and Drill, not going to have the best buy of all time, but it'll be all right. The fart, that was funny.
Yeah, you broke me a little bit there.
Yeah, that was good. My God, he really could not have just picked just a less immature name, like, because it's yeah, I mean the man's nearly, I think he's 30. I have no idea, but yeah, I mean props to him for just sticking with it, because I think it's been his name just in general for a long time. So I love it. I love to see it. It's good for me. I get a little chuckle out of it every single time I say it. It puts a smile on my face. There's no one else's name who really does it just like Fart. So shout out to him. As Pecan is playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive, we love to see it. Oh, a little bit of damage taken by Willie. Oh, and he misses the shot too, JM. Lucky to get out with his life. Willie should have gotten that one, and Sam falls to Sadcat. Sadcat with some nice aggression through water, and a run boost by his own team. Does not want to hit his own player, and JM with a nice little flick on a Jordan. And suddenly the Orange Crusher on 2 players, with all 5 Lions still alive.
Yeah, great start for the Lions, and they're making a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it, I mean, don't call it a comeback, because they were never really out of it, I would say. They were always real close in these rounds, and on the scoreboard too. So I think it's showing resilience from both teams, really, as you know, it's been traded back and forth these rounds, and the Lions staying mentally strong, maintaining stamina, and just being ready in general. As Fart with a nice swing onto Drill, and they're gonna make living hell for this player in pit here. Sadcat gonna try and find this kill, and he will find the kill into low health Fart. Willie Flynn, though, with this op, can he do some work? The bomb in the smoke will go down. The 1-on-3, the molly to rain down from heaven. Willie's still playing the smoke, and he'll burn in it. Okay, well, that was an anticlimactic round. Or end to the round, that is. as Willie walks. He doesn't 1G himself, thank God, but he will fall. Man, am I lagging here, or is this? I think that's me lagging.
That's mid round, I believe. We're at round 15.
Okay, is that the server shutting down?
I don't know, Lee.
I have no
Talk to
idea.
us
I have
about
no
what's going
idea. I
on in the
think the
server.
server might have just died, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. Oh, no. It was just a very long pause. Well, that's kind of funny.
It happens sometimes when they're that's the round switch over.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought we had just crashed there. I thought my whole internet was out.
Hey, I was about to be in Night Fury's DMs like, hey, Night Fury, these servers are yours. What's going
Yeah.
on?
What's going on here? Well, what's going on here is that we're into round number 8. Or sorry, we're into 8 on the board for Orange Crush and 7 on the board for the Lions. Round number 16. And that's why it was taking so long. It's the half switch. I'm a real monkey sometimes. That's
That's what I was
hilarious.
saying. I'm like, it sometimes happens at the half.
Yeah, I'm insane. Listen, that energy drink, it's on its way. I'm insane. I'm insane. Don't mind me. But we are into the pistol. Lions on the
Ooh,
T
Willie's gonna
side
be
now.
aggressive here.
Oh, and I like this play. Drill finds that first pick, but Willie, this is all hinging on this rotate here. JM, though, he's heard the steps. He's in a great spot to find this kill, and he will just take that head off. That early step is what does all the damage, but Fart trying to keep this pistol round alive, and Sam finds the first, finds the second, and now it's doable. The 3-on-1 clutch for Sam. Goes for the picks, and he's got to play this smart, though. He's got to play the bomb. He's got to play the time. He's got a full kit of armor. And the jump up onto the box from JMD makes this dangerous. Sam spraying,
Yeah.
JMD spraying.
This
38
sucks.
seconds
The
left.
bomb placement here on top of that.
The bomb is in a terrible spot, and Sam wins the 3v1 clutch to win the pistol. A beautiful play from him, and that's Orange Crush setting the tone for this second half.
It's just unfortunate that he gets killed and the bomb lands in the one place that requires a little bit of movement to get to.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Sam knew that it was up on the box. But he played it perfectly. He played it exactly how it's supposed to be played. And the Lions, they're gonna change pace here. They're gonna go B. It's a 5 monster rush, but it's a great bit of utility from Sam, and it's gonna be the spray down for 2. Tuxie does finish off the 3rd kill. He'll find a 2nd, and if he's not careful enough, Fart finds that little final kill. There's a little bit of a combination of Orange Crush players there to find those kills for the Eco. The Lions.
We find the Orange Crush once again. 3 rounds. The Lions have to make an adjustment here on offense. Max, I'm gonna put it to you again. You're the one with the a little bit more experience than I have. What calls are you making here?
Yeah, so I think you got to be wary of the fact that the Orange Crush, like they're doing right now, are going to be aggressive as heck. So you got to play a nice, easy default, and the drill. My word, what a kill onto Tuxie.
The patience.
Beautiful. They've played it perfectly, in my opinion, right there. That default, waiting for aggression. These connector kills, though, could get this out of hand, and Jordan,
gets the AK.
beautiful, falls
Smart
back
play.
immediately. And we're into the 4-on-3. Orange Crush man advantage. But yeah, Lions early round, got to play passive, got to play together, use the buddy system. Make sure you're never in a position where you're not able to be traded out, right? That's really where it is, because you know there's going to be Orange Crush players single pushing you and perhaps playing not a super kosher brand of Counter-Strike. So
You see Willie with the scout here. It's going to be very interesting to see if you're able to get a kill here. Because while they have the numbers advantage, the gun advantage is Lions.
yeah, and that's a good opening right there. Tricks finding Sam, and the 3-on-3 scout shot missed. Fart's gonna come up, and a beautiful swing.
Oh,
for
the
Tricks.
aggression
He
from
finds 3.
Trixie.
He doesn't care though, and oh my word, I thought he had it. Jordan though, trying to put a stop to this Lions push.
1v1.
The 1v1, a little bit of utility on Jordan. 2 kills, a defuse kit, and 20 seconds to play with.
Has
A
no
Sad
idea
Cat
what he
is in another
Oh no,
clutch
he proved me
situation.
wrong.
And another clutch for Sad Cat. My God. Orange Crush managed to do it. Sad Cat.
The sad commentary coming in.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Max, he's like, Sam maybe had a questionable play in that round.
Yes, quite a questionable play, but that's okay because the important part is that Sad Cat clutched up hard and wins that round for the Lions despite Trix's best effort, and they're just going to come running through Con. They're going to go into water. Trix is there to make the trade, and he'll find two. Continually
Trixie!
the third as well on a few unarmored opponents. Willie Flynn in Con, trying to save this AK. Maybe not save it, but do some damage with it. Tucked into this corner.
My lord.
Just get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. He will.
Hey, run away, son. Run away. This
Ooh.
ain't the play.
No, this is not the play at all.
Great play by the Lions, though. Specifically, Trixie. He won that round.
He really did. Holding down that con push into water, getting 3 kills, and really just securing this this 9th round
You
for
like
the
the
Lions.
movement here.
I like this boost up. I mean, it's a pretty... You can hear it. Willie Flynn in a good spot. But we'll see if Trix is able to... Timing him. Fart, though, goes for it on the site with only an MP9. And Willie Flynn, here's the push-up. And Trix is not keen to the task of checking that.
Great play by Willie, because that takes out some ego
Oh, for
from
sure.
the Lions squad. And you look at their money. It's not bad, but it's not
It ain't great. It ain't great. They can buy into this one, but in the next one, if he was able to save that, Trix was, he could have bought into the next round after this as well, but he's forced to
Interesting to
fully
see
invest here.
If the Orange Crush buy into this one. It's looking like a no. They're going to
Yeah.
save, which makes sense where the ego is. Sometimes you do make that aggressive play because you know the other team has guns. You don't want to. You want to maybe see if you can steal a little bit more. So we'll see now. It looks like they did buy armor, or sorry, not they did not buy. They only bought body armor. So and then Jordan bought nothing. We'll see where that leaves them here. If they can maybe steal a couple guns.
Yeah, this is the right play from the Crush, I think so for sure. Not getting too invested into this round, right? Try to play against a round Willie here, and the double swing is good for 1, but it was a nice attempt. If there was only one player pushing up long, that would have been a nice trade play, but alas, it is not, and the 1 AK in this round for the Orange Crush will fall back into the hands of the Lions, back into the hands of the rightful owners of those AKs. But it's funny, the Crush, they're going to commit, and Sam gets a good damage in, but does not find the kill, and doesn't have the swing capabilities to find that low HP player, and will only find 1. So it is Lions to tie it up. Orange Crush buying back in fully to this round. Not as much utility as they want, perhaps. But on the other hand, Lions, with everything they could ask for, even Deagles on a few players. And this is a vital one. This decides the next few rounds going forward. The Orange Crush need to win this one if they want to really have any chance going into what is the latter half of this second half. And mind you, the Lions really don't have a lot of money themselves, so big decider around here.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how they play this, because it seems like right now, like, we're once again, the Lions have clawed their ways back into this, no pun intended, to once again tie this game back up and run 21. Is there's an early pick coming in for Trixie, so they have the side advantage.
Wow, and
Let's see
how
now
have they
how they
managed
recover.
to get up long, uncontested like that? Jordan does find the
Sad
trade
Cat.
frag, and Sad Cat
Although-
will trade him right back in. The 3-on-3, make that the 3. Sorry, the 4-on-1
JMD.
now. My God, JMD, you animal. An absolute animal as Fart goes for the save here. A smart play, but it's really all he can do. Anything else would be suicide, despite the fact that JMD and Sad Cat have a collective 6 HP between 2 players.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot
Man.
going on here.
Not a lot gonna happen here for Fart. And this, it's gonna be interesting where Fart is placed in this next round, right? Does he get placed solo B, which would be, I mean, I think a death sentence for him, or does he maybe get probed up towards middle for some aggression, perhaps find 1 or 2 frags, get lucky, and then be able to slink back in? He does drop a few pistols over, which is the right play. spread the money around. And I just also want to point out quickly, look at the kill distribution on this Orange Crush team right now. 16, 16, 15, 15, 10. That is I mean, that is a good sign in the sense that there's no one person fragging. I guess you could take it as that. Or you could also take it as there's no one really outperforming right now on that side of the Orange Crush. But if you just want to pull up the scoreboard there real quickly, if you look at the Lions, it's a very similar situation. There's not a lot of, I guess, disparity between the players on either
not
team
right.
here. And Jordan with a beautiful opening headshot onto Trix. And despite that, the Lions are going to come pouring out onto the site. This boost,
Ooh,
Sam.
let's see it.
I like this. They're going to wait for the bomb to be planted. He's going to jump up, and he's going to get spotted, but
Sam!
with a beautiful flick headshot. Sadcat will find the trade onto Willie, but Sam with an unbelievably beautiful flick.
got the
JMD
bomb.
in a night spot. Fuffy still hasn't planted the bomb. It will go down now. And the 4-on-3 for the CTs here, for the Orange Crush, that is. Fuffy kills the team flash, Sam, and then the not the team flash, Fart, Tuxie tries to trade back, and JMD and Sadcat get together for those last
that
two
was
kills.
for the Lions.
And
That
a
was
little
great
bit,
eco.
yeah, a
Very
little bit of
questionable.
toxicity there at the end, the shooting the body, but you know.
It happens. You know, you're in a playoff match. You're in a tight, contested matchup. You know, get the blood flowing a little bit.
Yeah.
But look, that
Man,
was a good
another
eco
gun.
by the Orange Crush. While they didn't get the round, you know, you took a couple heads with you.
For sure. And that beautiful flick by Sam. That was potentially a round-ending shot right there. That... Oh, no. Sam finds JMD, and that is a heartbreaking kill. Willie Flynn misses the flick in long, and he's just going to tuck tail and run as Jordan pushed up. I think this is a good play from Jordan, right? You expect there to be only really one player long, and you've seen the opper. He's backed up, so obviously you're still going to do your due diligence and check it, but you're not really going to be playing with the same level of fear or anxiety as you normally would. Sam with a nice flash up into Sadcat, and despite the fact that he didn't, well, I guess the flash assist won't count because he's the one who threw it, but a good flash nonetheless. And Lions only with 2 players left.
You gotta have to play this carefully because they do not want to lose these guns. If they can get a pick, they can maybe do something here, but I want them to just play for the safety on the guns. Let the Orange Crush get aggressive on them.
Yeah, I don't know where you go with this. I'll be honest with you. This is a tough one for the Lions to swallow here. I think this might have to be the save, but it will not be the save. It'll be the death.
That was
those
a
Lions
questionable
players.
call by Fuffy. You got to decide differently there. It's a 2v5, and they're
And
using a
not a lot of
timeout
money.
here. I would have saved because look, you have JMD and Satcat buying. Fuffy cannot. Why do you not save here and allow yourselves to keep the guns? And then this play, you don't have to go with the Galil buy here. Now you're forcing, and you got Drill with no utility. You got Fuffy with the Galil that could have had a better gun, but he did get a util. And it just, to me, Max, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think maybe a little overzealous in that push, but it will not matter in the grand scheme of things here because Lions will be able to just buy right back in. Yeah. Boy, I don't know where this one goes, folks. This is Lions looking to extend their lead and Orange Crush looking to tie it up once again. What else have we been saying this whole match so far is just how tight these two teams are. Trix looking like he's putting the body language like he wants to boost, and that's what it is going to be. And what a beautiful boost his Fart will fall. The missed flash from Trix, but it somehow or some way blinds the players on site. Tuxie finds 1 and 2. Goes for the third. Sadcat was not going to let that happen. Sam going to trade right back in. The op kill from Willie. Sadcat into the 1-on-2. Another potential clutch. That does not happen. Sadcat being put into a lot of clutch situations on either side of this map. And today, or at least this round, it was not his day.
Yeah, and hey, Max.
Oh,
We're in 12 to 12.
yeah. I remember my prediction, 16-13.
You remember my
That's look.
prediction?
I don't remember your prediction. No, please remind me.
18-17.
18-17. Okay. I think I'll be honest with you. I think yours is a lot more likely than mine at this moment, but we'll see. Because
I just
this
have a
is getting,
feeling. I just have a feeling this is the one.
yeah.
This is the one because overpass is much. I think it's harder to just gun rounds because if you think about it, a good eco. You've seen a couple of rounds where the eco has won.
Mm-hmm.
You get a good deco, as
Yeah.
some people like to call it. You can literally turn around a round or turn around the next round because the eco is now in your favor versus the other team that now has to force. So, I think this is the map that is most likely where you could see an overtime as long as they play this correctly on both sides.
Yeah, and Tricks, though, in a great spot to catch Sam off. Sam does not find the spray down, and there's that Rec 9 that we so miss
And
in
if Trix is
Counter-Strike.
smart, he's gonna hand off that M4.
Oh, for sure, for sure. He's got no health left. He's got to hand it off to a teammate here. The
He's
bomb
not. Let's see what happens here because he hasn't so far.
still in spawn.
Yep,
It will
give it
be
to
picked
JMD.
up now. There we go. JMD with the M4 in hand. Gonna try and do something, make it work. I would say,
They need one more to make this work.
yeah. Oh, and they're watching for this boost. I like this.
I like
Fart is
the-
looking for it. Oh,
I
and
like the
Trix-
very slow walk
Yeah.
up by both Trixie and Sadcat.
They're afraid. They're afraid that Fart's looking, and Fart was looking. So they're good to be cautious of it. They're looking for some kind of freebie here, and the rotate
they got
is going to
time.
start coming down. Oh, and here it is. Oh, and he misses the headshot.
Trixie.
That could have been
That
the
could have
end
been the
of
round.
the round. Yeah,
And now
but
Trixie
no.
goes down.
Tuxie and Khan
Oh,
will
good
get
play
taken
by
out.
Puffy. That's
And there's
another
enough
gun.
time. There's enough time for them to
They're
rotate
gonna
up here.
commit to A here. They're gonna commit to A.
Or do they fake it?
Oh,
Or do they fake it?
This may be the fake.
Oh, they fake it. Oh, and
Oh,
they've heard that
JMD.
drop. It's okay. It's baited up one, though. It's enough. It's enough to make this work as both players are in pit. And a nice shot from Willie Flynn. A second shot from Willie Flynn. What a hold. Make it not a
Willie.
fourth. What a hold, though. And that
Willie
really
flexing
just
the
happened
super
there.
Sub.
Willie Flynn, the super sub, but also the team flash coming out from the Lions there. They pushed that site completely blind, completely their own fault. And Willie Flynn just cleaning up the mess that the Lions made for themselves. Folks, that smoke that you're seeing right now, being thrown by Willie, I think that was, is actually the monster smoke, it's a great smoke. Search that one up. It's real helpful for playing CT. I highly recommend it. Throw it every round if you can. Anyways, moving on. Orange Crush on 13, round 26 of the second map of the CSC Elite Semifinals.
You know,
Lions?
Gonna be pissed on that play. They had
Oh,
the
for sure.
smarts. They had the round, and Willie just straight up says, "Peek me, I dare you."
Yeah. But that team flash too. I'm not sure who threw it. We'd have to go back and take a look. But whoever that was, I think might have messed up that whole round. After
It happens. Sometimes people say, "Hey, just don't use flashes, or at least
Yeah.
don't overuse flashes. Use execute flashes, but don't start tossing them willy nilly because no one knows where you're throwing those."
Yeah, no, and it cost them dearly as the Lions with not a lot of utility, and there's already 45 seconds left in this round, and this round just blew by. Nothing's happened. There's been no confrontation from either side, and as the longer we wait, the harder it
full
gets
commit
for
on
the
A.
Lions. It is a full commit, and there are 3 Orange
If
Crush
they can get
CTs
the
up
early
here.
pick, this can be Lions round, but they have to get this pick here.
Oh, and some
there's the
trades coming
trades.
through. Tricks finding those
Alright.
vital 2 kills.
Oh, Willie's trying to hide here.
Oh, and Tricks
Trixie!
find the third. Tricks,
Trixie,
do
you got
it.
walls here because he went right for that corner doing that smoke.
Yeah, I think there was a pretty obvious spot if
that
they
was a
saw that
smart play.
utility coming out of there. But Orange Crush forced to go for the save once again. Fart
13,
seems like it's always
13.
Fart. But you know what? Tricks, he goes for these. He pushes. He hunts. I think for this. as he is going up long right now. But Tuxie does
Tucky's like,
not,
hey, come here, buddy. Come here,
Yeah.
buddy. Come to the safe spot.
does not want to give him that ace. And this is a nice little crossfire here from Tuxie and Fart. I like this.
But here we go. Max.
13,
I hope that Red Bull
13.
has arrived.
Yes, because it's going to happen. It's
We're
going
looking
to
at right
happen.
now. 13-13. If we hit OT, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm not going to class tomorrow morning if this hurts. If this hits 13-13. I mean, sorry, if this goes to overtime here and
No, the
and if
worst will be if goes to overtime and then the Lions win.
yeah, that'll be a rough one, but that's okay. I'm here for the long haul. I don't need to go to class. What's a degree? What's an education?
Who goes to class for?
Who goes to class? Not this
I can't
guy.
really talk too much because I already graduated from college. So it's I went through all that, but no, it's this is like
You
can't
graduated
pull
without
yourself
going to
away.
class. Let's go.
I did do that because hey, COVID 2020 did happen. The at-home degree was very fun.
The at-home degree, yeah. My God.
Can't read, can't write, can't state.
I was trying to segue into this next round here by saying, speaking of that, Willie finds a nice kill into Trix and gets traded out
there's a
pretty
trade.
quickly. A good trade kill. Sam is in a nice spot to find the aggression from Drill and the 4-on-3 for the Orange Crush. If anyone's going to do it, it would be JMD and Sadcat. It would be JMD and Sadcat to do this, but Trix, mind you, he's also coming to his own here on overpass.
Ooh,
JMD.
He doesn't see him. He doesn't see him.
Not checked, but he finds the kill anyways as
great
Fart
kill.
swings out and water falls. It does indeed fall, but it also falls to the Lions, and Tuxie's in a great spot here. Finds that first kill, swings out, finds the second kill, and Puffy's kicking himself after
JMD's
that
like,
one.
God dang
A
it.
nice flash, and Tuxie finds the third. My word, Tuxie in a great advanced position.
For that play.
And
I had to hurt.
Do you really check that though? Like, I mean, who really? I mean, I guess that late in the round, you got to be checking every angle you go around.
Yeah, I mean,
but
here's the
that's
thing.
rough.
Normally, you wouldn't check that corner. Hindsight's 2020. So we say, hey, he did die from that corner. So maybe later in the round you do check it, but you're not wrong. A lot of times we don't check that. Nobody does.
No, so it's a good play by Tuxie, and Willie looking to try and make my prediction come true, starting off the round with the headshot from the op. And there goes Sadcat already. Tuxie gonna re-smoke tons. Sorry, not tons. Monster Tunnel to delay even further as we click down to a minute 20 on the clock in round number 28. 3 CTs on this B-bomb site, and I believe the rotate is being called. Jordan comes down. Sorry, Willie comes down with that op, and that's a good piece of utility on short.
That op in heaven makes me nervous with the way they keep scoping his teammate.
Yeah, Tuxie though. Trix, I don't know how he finds that kill, and Tuxie's good for one. Not good for the second, but that first kill from Jail was very important to stop this push. It's now a 3-on-3. A lot of smokes down. The op in Willie's hands. Maybe not the best gun for the retake. As the Lions play this perfectly and just spread out in Tricks with a wonderful Ferrari peek to find Sam.
Holding this tight.
And the Lions. Gonna make me eat my own sock.
You're already wrong, son. As you're saving.
We'll find 14 rounds, and it will not be the 16-13 I have predicted. It will be the Orange Crush sitting on 14, and the Lions tying them right up.
Hey, let's give them props here. For the Lions, fighting them.
This is massive. That's massive. The second one, too. That's massive.
JMD.
Oh, my God. Because look at the money now. Look at the money now.
That may turn around.
Look at Farts. 2K. Willie Flynn, 2K. He kills both of them after time. No one's looking. Oh, my God.
Now they got to save. They have to save. They can't. They got to play for OT. They got to play for OT here. That's the problem.
Yeah. Tuxie could buy up a little bit.
You see the P250s buys here.
Yeah, Tuxie could buy up a little bit, and he will. He
But
will buy
I
armor.
I don't think he's gonna
I
buy
think
up
you may
because
be
he's gonna
Lee.
try to save for the ops.
Yeah, no, I think
Because he's
the
gonna want to be able
op
to
is
buy
for
for
sure.
himself and the op.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't think he will. But oh my god, that changed the round. And again, you gotta give props to the Lions fight here. Their pride. You know,
They are
no pun
a
intended.
pride. They are a
No
pride
pun
of lions. A
intended.
pun is always intended. It's Orange Crush. They're gonna take heavy con presence, 4 CTs. Oh my god, and I love this play. They're gonna
I
go for a
like it.
hard stack into con, and any lion who walks in there, excuse me, is gonna run into some trouble.
God, this has me on the edge of my seat. You got all of the con players. They're like, hey, hey, we got con. Don't you worry, we got con.
Hey, what's up? Hello, and Jordan, sorry, make that fart, has gone for this con swing, and Jordan up at top con has found that first kill. Tuxie, he's got to be worried here. He's got to make noise. Yeah, this is the right play. Drop down and don't be
I need a
exposed.
gun here, yeah.
He's going to go for that gun, but it might have been juggled back. I'm not sure. Oh, what am I saying? That kill was at top con, not in con. As the Lions, Trix is already out. Wow, Trix is already out A. All the Orange Crusher in con, and
Yeah, I
they
think
have
they
no
called it
idea.
out. They said, hey, I'm on A.
Yeah.
Boys, get on A.
They have no idea that they could already all be on site. Sam is going to run into a rude surprise here.
The hold is going to be interesting because I want to see if they take the CT hold. It looks like they're going to be holding Bank and Dumpster combined with Dice, which is a smart play by them because if they went for long or bathrooms, they were going down.
Well, they knew, and Tuxie with a nice swing, but Trix is there to save his friend's life, and he's there to find the second and the third and the fourth. A beautiful 4K
a match
from the
point.
Trix.
Match
Oh,
point for
gosh.
the Lions. They could turn this around and
It's
16
now.
for them right back.
Oh gosh, it's now do or die. It's now do or die for these Orange
Yeah.
Crushes. This whole season,
Oh, that's
Every-
interesting.
what's that?
No op by the Orange Crush.
Oh,
There is
jeez.
not an op by here. Oh no.
Maybe Tuxie could have gone for it, but yeah, this whole season it's been leading up to this moment right here. Are they able to put it away in 2 maps as Jordan goes aggressive? Is he able to take this first fight against Trix? Trix, who's been playing so well this whole map,
Good play
and
by
Jordan
Jordan.
finds that opening, getting us one
They have
step
to play this
closer to
careful.
overtime. Oh, Sam,
Lions-
your real
Lions
aggression
cannot
here.
let us get away from this. They have to get a pick.
No, and if the Orange Crush aren't careful, they gotta really turtle here now, I think. They gotta make sure that there's no cracks in this defense, and don't let the Lions work their way back into this.
Yeah,
As
at this
Drill...
point, you gotta be safe. Just hold sides, hold angles.
Oh
Don't
man,
get
and
aggressive.
Tuxie, he goes for the push and it works out.
Tuxie!
My word, finds that frag, and now it's a 5-on-3, and
But
these
nobody's
Lions...
on A.
Yeah, no one's on A. They're just going to
No one's on
converge on the
A.
B site. Fart, though, he's going to be wise to this, and he's going to start moving up the rest of these Orange Crushes. He's going to swing up, and this...
Oh, bad
it's
swing.
dangerous,
there's
but
the other
sad
one coming
cat.
in.
My God. The 1-on-4 to win it. Finds the first.
Sad
Don't do
cat.
this, sad cat. No, you will not. And it's 15-15 to send us to
no.
first overtime. Trix, my God, playing out of his mind right now. He's got
I
a
called
1.23 KD. Well, listen.
I said
You
OT.
called.
It was
You said
happening.
OT.
I was
You
feeling
said.
OT.
You said 18-17. That's what you said, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But I did call OT. I said I was feeling OT this map. I felt OT was going to happen simply because it allows first place, like you saw, where even on eco rounds, you can still win the round. And they were making some smart plays on both sides and some dumb plays on both sides. Because that round, the Orange Crush almost threw it with Sam pushing out aggressively.
Yeah, Sam pushing aggressively, and if Tuxie loses that fight through the smoke there tunnel
Yeah,
again,
that was an
that's
aggressive push.
yeah in a part where you're
The
already in the
interesting
lead.
part here will be is that they're going to continue on defense. So no change in the strategy, but I want to see what happens in the follow-up round when they switch sides. They've been playing this way for 15 rounds, and now it's going to be 18 rounds.
That's always the
And then you gotta
toughest, right?
suddenly switch.
Yeah, that first switch back to the other side, you got to
And you got
completely
money, so
rejig.
it's not like you're doing a pistol round. You're full stack. You're good
Yeah.
to go.
You got to completely rejig your position and your understanding
Ooh,
of how
Sam
you're
almost gets
playing.
killed here through the wall.
Yeah, and Lion's gonna start going up long. Willie misses that shot. He'd like to have that one back. There was a half a body exposed there, and it's a good jiggle to bait out that information. Yeah, but he's lucky to get away with his life as Bam is now playing Black Desert Online. Good to see you, Bam. Sam is still on 12 HP and still on that B site. Tricks going for some fights, and Willie Flynn misses the op shot, and that's an opening. That's a real opening onto this A site, this upper site, and Tricks gonna clear out long here, but the bomb will go down on site, and these CTs are gonna look to play defense. Drill, Fuffy, all taking the bathrooms here. Tuxie finds the first kill.
Tux.
I like this wrap. Oh, and they've exposed him
oh.
completely to Banana, but he does not know that players are still in bathrooms.
This first round. We're gonna go for it.
You always go for these, especially when it's a 3-on-3, even if Sam has 2 HP. Jordan finds that first kill. Tricks, though, trades him right back. Sam gonna try and get this defuse. 2 HP, no time, and no health as Drill finds the 2v1 clutch.
Live! That was a clutch by Drill. You got ice in your veins to sit there. It's a 1v2. You know one's defusing, and you're able to get the first frag and immediately swing to get the second. I don't care how good you are at this game. To be able to just immediately swing that is such a clutch move by Drill there.
Yeah, and I would love to have seen whether or not he was the one playing aggression there, or whether that was an Orange Crush player who played aggression there. And really, if that was the Orange Crush player playing aggression, that's a bit of a throw there, right? Because you've got the defuse, you just gotta wait. But no, we're into the next round. Lines up, first round of OT, and Willie, blind as a bat, but gets away with his life. Oh, and Jordan gets spotted out. He thought he could do it. I always check. I'll be honest with you. I always check that corner because it happened to me once where we 5-man pushed up and he got 4 of us. And so every time I'm playing overpass on T side, I always check that. Always.
PTSD is an animal.
literally. Sad Cat finds the kill to make this.
Tricks here.
Yeah, and
They're pushing B.
Ooh.
He's pulling the rotations. There's only one on B's. It's a 3v1 if they hold this.
And the man for the hold, Fuffy, throwing some good utility up top. He's going for this fake.
Both sides because they want to separate them.
I like this. Tricks, play time, my friend, or just swing for the kill. You're better, I guess. And look, this is causing the rotate.
He doesn't know.
Oh, man. Fart's coming up as well, and this is played beautifully by the Lions. Oh, my God. And really, that whole round hinges there on that opening frag from Tricks. Wow.
And they needed that one because it pulled the rotation from far, and Sad Cat has low health, so but they don't know this. Unless they really calmed that when they got the hit. They don't know how low he is, so to be able to pull that off.
Nice flash. Sad Cat's fully blind, and Sam though gets traded right back. Fart in the 1-on-2 is gonna tap the bomb. Has no utility to work with. They're both going to come swinging in. Finds the first kill. Is going to look monster. Taps it again. Goes for Fuffy. It's Fuffy, but he's got no time on the defuse and will just make it away. No, he will not. Falls as well.
That was a great play by the Lions. Great play.
Again.
Great timing.
Beautiful. What a rotate.
1750.
Yeah. What a rotation though. Like that is a great call from Fuffy to fake that upper hit, and a good job by Tricks to find that first kill, because if he doesn't find that first kill, I don't know if it triggers the rotate, you know.
Also, my bad.
I don't think it
they
would.
cannot win on an 18-17, so I should have said 19-17.
That's I was thinking.
My
when
math.
Said it, I didn't.
It wasn't my strong point.
Okay, that's okay. It's also apparently not mine because I didn't correct you. But
So 1917,
okay.
we'll make that last-minute correction, and I think the Lions take it.
1917, a good year too. or a really bad year, depending on how you
I
want to
was
look at
gonna
it.
say, sir, there was
It's,
a
well,
particular world war going on.
just a particular one. Jordan. It's going to find JMD and Fuffy into the 1-on-4. Make that, sorry, now it's a 1-on-4. It was a 1-on-5. Fuffy trying to
Oh, there he
keep
is.
shit alive.
Fuffy, he's got the triple. He needs an
Okay.
ace to win this round.
The A's clutch. And currently, those players, they're rotating up to A. They think he's going right back up. He could get this bomb down. I don't think they
Yay.
hear him. He's got a free sight all to himself. Unless Fart's in graffiti? Am I wrong here? No, Fart is not in graffiti. Oh, he is! I lied. It was so hard to tell from his point of
Wait
view,
for
and
his
Fart's
teammates
just
to
playing
go for
time. This is good.
Wait, what if Fuffy big brains and goes to B?
You mean to A. He's on
Yes,
B.
I meant. I was planning.
God, no.
What?
No,
What?
no, no, no,
No
no,
way.
no, no, no.
Ain't
And
no
he's-
way in it.
He plants in the wide open. Oh, no.
Fuffy, that jump.
That jump up. What the hell? Where did that come from? They don't teach you that in FPL. They do not. That is straight from the heart, straight from the blood.
Get Fuffy on a PGL roster real quick.
Apparently. My God, what a jump up. Almost had the
Fuffy looking
1v5.
sussy.
Fuffy looking sussy as we head into the second half of the first overtime. It will be the Lions up 17 and the Orange Crush on 16. This would have to be the 3-0 from the Orange Crush to win in this first overtime. But the Lions, they only need 2 here to make this to make this end right here and for us to go to map number 3. And the boost comes out. Willie Flynn, a nice headshot spray down to open up the round, and the Orange Crush starting their road to 3 rounds. Lions taking a little bit of a pause, and Sam comes swinging out, and this is going to draw the rotates, but they aren't committing. They aren't committing B. The Orange Crush, they're going to go A instead, and as this bomb is dropped way and back in T-spawn, Fart needs to start taking space here. He needs to start
Yep. This is
aggressing
interesting because remember what I said, the switch of sides. It's going to be interesting to see how they play it because they've been playing one style for so long, and they suddenly, hey, now you got to defend, or now
Yeah,
you got to
and
attack.
the Lions going to start the rotation up here, but Tuxie's already way tucked up in onto sight. The bomb will go down, and the 5v3 commences. Sad Cat
He's
drilling
trying-
tricks.
That guy was trying to full tuck.
Oh, and a nice
Does get
flick.
him. That's 2. That's 3v3 now.
What?
That's
Drill
all?
finds another one. Willie?
The retake.
Good
It's
for
coming
one.
in, Willie.
Willie, not good for the second quite yet, as they go chasing him down, and Jordan's played this perfectly.
Jordan
They have
has
no
him.
idea. Oh, and Jordan
Yikes.
finds the first, and this is all down to Drill. Can he find the frag? He cannot, and it's a
What a play
beautiful,
by Jordan. That could have gone either way.
beautiful play by Jordan to bait his teammate there, but not bait his teammate. Not to bait his teammate in a bad way. That is a beautiful bait right there, because they just,
Hey,
if
hey.
he had aggressed and swung, he could have lost his life.
Hey,
So
hey, you got to remember, a good
1917.
bait, a good baiter is a traitor.
listen, but it worked. So I don't know. Is it a betrayal if you win the round?
I think honestly, I think that was planned because I think Willie was playing time
100%.
to try to run away and get them to
100%.
drag away from the site because you know
Yep.
they're calming this. Jordan's on site watching bomb, so
Yeah.
I think that was more of a planned decision. So I would call that a trade. Call it
Yeah.
a trade.
I mean, and that for you folks at
But
home,
see, I can't talk English sometimes. Sorry.
yeah, for you folks at home, that's not a bad play. You're ever in a 2-on-X clutch situation, and you've planted the bomb for bathrooms. Do exactly what they just did right there. Right, bait yourself, bait your teammate in bathrooms, poke your head out right, and just like make some space. Make them turn towards you, and while your teammate long, he can just sit there waiting as the clock turns lower and lower, and you could see yourself winning a few rounds or 2 with that strat from the good old Orange Crush. As we find ourselves in round 35. First overtime, a 17-17 match.
see now. 17-17.
It's possible. It's possible, but yeah.
It's a close one. You really can't really tell them apart right now.
No,
JMD with a
JMD.
good early pick.
Oh, and
Oh.
Tuxie. He's got to trade
Good
that one
pick.
back. Beautiful. Oh, and Drill with a
great
beautiful
by
swing.
Drill.
Good stuff, and Tricks with another kill of his own. 4-on-2 for the Lions. And it's going to have to be an unbelievable play from the Orange Crush here.
Yeah, and it's just hard because, you got the bomb all the way back there, so you're not going to have a lot of time to plan, which means whatever decision they make, they have to commit to it. It is a 4v4, so they will likely split here to make sure that they cover all their bases. It seems like they have... Is that... I got the freaking Parsec is blocking the site. There we go. I can see it now. They got the... it was blocking sight, so I was like, wait, can't see who's on there. So yeah, they're going to be splitting here. You see the push coming on to A. There's one man left. Fart saying, screw it. He says, I'm coming.
And he will fall just as he came into that site. Just as quickly. JMD doing some spam work into the wall. And this is match point. Or map point, that is.
And
as the Lions look for 19.
Lions could ring my prediction true. Make me look like a fortune teller.
Actually. The Lions going to do their best in the Orange Crush. They've bought in fully here. They're ready to go. All the util they would ever need.
Yeah, they're going to have to. It's this run or it's over, right? It's match point.
Oh, and this aggression from JMD, you dirty dog. What an opening. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jordan falls. Tuxie going to continue with this aggression up mid. He's going to bait some rotates perhaps. And the Orange Crush are going to try and go B.
Here. There's two guys in near bathrooms. It's gonna be interesting because they're gonna hear the call out that they're pushing Monster here. You got the early pick by Sam. The rotates are coming in slow.
Yeah, and this is a great play by the Orange Crush to really fall off of that long play. Tuxie gonna go straight through the smoke and find that kill into Tricks. And suddenly, what was looking so good for the Lions is looking even better for the Crush. And he boosted up, and Sam finds him through the wall. Don't do this. Don't make this go to another friggin' half here. As Puffy trades one back.
All right, they're going to have to push aggressively here.
Fart
one goes down.
Kill. Sad Cat, not good for either of those. And Fart.
We're in OT number 2, man.
Oh, 1917. Not happening today.
Yo, I hope you got that Red Bull, man. I am beat here.
Are you ready for this? Oh, I mean, I don't want to even say that. Are you ready for this third map? Because I think the Orange Crush could still easily take this and make this a 2-0. But before we even get anywhere, what a contest, ladies and gentlemen. What a
with the
great
30
match.
Bomb, Tuxie with the 30 bomb, Sam right behind him.
Hey, what did I say
though?
though?
Coming in.
What did I say though? Tuxie, a win condition for the Orange Crush here. He had to come out.
Look at this, Willie, the sub. Second on the
26.
team, sorry, third on the team in flag. 26.
26. That's good for him. That's really good for him. And that's got to be a confidence booster, to come into a really hotly contested playoff match. JMD going to continue the aggression. And there goes the top frag of Orange Crush to start off this first round.
Yeah, that's a great swing by JMD. They needed that pick to give them the advantage here because now they can fall back. You see that both all four players are a little bit spread apart for Orange Crush, so they haven't committed to a site hold here, or a site push, I should say. And now the Lions, they can just wait this out, let them come to them, because the Orange Crush, they've been playing passively on T side. So this is the perfect situation for them. JMD with the clutch op there.
Beautiful swing into Khan, and that'll set the whole map into kind of this stasis with a minute left on the clock. Everybody's waiting for some kind of aggression, some kind of mistake, and neither side is going to give it as they start to, I don't know about commit, but they start to set up for a B take. The commit will eventually follow. It is Jordan up on the upper site to maybe play a little bit of a distraction game.
Great smoke by Fuffy.
Good. Wait, did he miss that?
Did he miss it?
Oh, no. He hit it. We're good.
I was going to say, that's a great smoke by Fuffy. Now Trixie gets a pick here. And now that's a 5v4. That's looking like a good advantage. Oh, Trixie's going to swing out here. You know it.
He wants that monster pick. Frag. Yeah, he's going for it. the double flashes, and this is just all falling apart for the Orange Crush. Fart spraying through the metal. He's got to be careful of short now. He's going to go straight up, and Tricks comes right out and finds that kill. 19-18. A better year than 1917.
This could be the year 3000, though. That's what I want.
Wow, no. What? In a game of Counter-Strike?
Yeah, let's go.
The year 3000 in rounds in Counter-Strike. I don't know how that one would work, but you know what I do know? Tricks absolutely just fiending for kills out here right now. Sad Cat, I love this lineup. And look at this, Tricks and JMD, they're going to go again, and actually that's an offensive smoke thrown, because look at this. No, the boost. That all falls apart. That all falls apart right there. If they hold that boost, they get 2 free kills, but instead the Orange Crush, they're out on site. Man, if they only knew how close they were to actually this round being completely turned around, they would be kicking themselves.
And they keep trading rounds. You know, the Lions, they're giving everything they have. They know they're backed here against the wall. And they're just coming out with clutch after clutch to keep the pressure on Orange Crush. At this point, we're waiting for a team to make a mistake here, Max.
And it's happened though. But both teams are making. I want to say. I'm not even gonna react to that because that was just disgusting. But I want to say both teams are consistently making mistakes. There's always little slip ups that are leading to either a Lions round win or an Orange Crush round win, and it's not been able to separate either team so far. We've not had more than, if you can pull up that scoreboard real quick, what's the separation in rounds here, Lee? If you want to pull up that scoreboard, that would be truly wonderful. We don't even get to see it anymore because we're in overtime, but I want to say, yeah, three rounds is maybe the most. I think the Orange Crush were maybe out to a 3-round lead at a certain point, but again, just like the last map, there's been nothing to really keep these two teams apart.
Yep. Real quick, Max, for everyone just joining us, we have jumped up to 70 viewers, so it looks like we have a new people in the crowd. We're in the second overtime of the second map of the Lions vs Orange Crush. First map went 16-14, and now we're in double overtime in map number 2. It has been such a matchup.
Such a matchup, and the Orange Crush here with an early man advantage. The Lions, not where they want to be right now, but it's not a place that they haven't been before. The Lions down 2 players already. Gonna look for a retake. Or did they go for the save? JMD, Tuxedo, playing smoke, and JMD spots him out just in advance. This is where the retake begins. Fart on 7 HP. That's a problem player right there. Smokes come down, and Jordan peeking a little bit. JMD with another kill, and suddenly it's a 3-on-3. Sad Cat with another 3-on-2. Trades are coming back and forth wildly, and Sam in the 1-on-2 to clutch up once again. He doesn't know it's planted, and what a retake by the Lions.
Lions showing some fight in them.
They
are not gonna go down easy. Orange Crush, they have to bring out the strats.
Yeah, they got to dig deep now. This is again.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know about you, but I don't think Fuffy and is Sam the play caller for Orange Crush?
It's Jordan. Yeah.
I don't know if they have that deep of a playbook that they have double overtime plays.
Yeah, but here we go. The second half of the second overtime going into round number 40, ladies and gentlemen. And this is only the second map. So if the Lions do eventually take this, we will see a third map that will be Inferno, which I think it will be the real test of these two teams. Not only is it the third map, but it is an incredibly team-heavy map, right? Team play focused map. And Willie Flynn, speaking of team play, he's just going to go individual style all the way up through mid. Jordan, though, not able to trade him out. But Willie's somehow still alive, and he finds 2. Jordan, you got to chime in here, my friend. Yeah, there goes.
Gets one.
Wow,
Willie wants it.
Where are you going,
Willie?
Willie?
Gets another one.
A 3K for Willie to start off this round. Oh, man, what a push.
He's trying to push out here because you got everybody on Orange Crush. They smell blood on the water, or in the water, I should say. They want to get this second pick. You see the guy pushing down connector. I think he's going to catch Fuffy. No, Fuffy is able to time him out. But there's the Molly. He's kind of trapped on there. Sam is right there. There's Sam.
Oh, and Fuffy's not right.
Oh,
swing is
swing by Fuffy.
What a flick. What
Hey,
a
Sussy
flick.
Puffy, he came out to
Sussy
play.
Fuffy, JMD, and suddenly we're into a 2-on-2, and this separation between the Orange Crush defenders is killing them right now. They're playing 1v1 fights, giving them to the Lions, and the Lions are going to try and commit A here.
They have to play this safe, and they're playing aggressively, hunting for the frag. And if they play that safe, you have at least 3, maybe 4 on site.
But still, Orange Crush, they've got 2 players, and they've got players on the flank now. That is Tuxie, the main man this entire game.
But hey, he's long, and they're both bathrooms, so this is gonna be a nice hold for them.
Yeah, but they're way pushed up. I don't know. This is a dicey one. Tuxie's got to start finding some kills, and Fuffy finds the kill onto Tuxie. Fart into the 1-on-2. Taps it. JMD goes for the swing. Fuffy on 1 HP. Does not matter. JMD. Beautiful, beautiful frag. And that's a head shake from JMD because he knows how big that round is. That is 21 on the board for the Lions. I'm losing my voice already. My God.
We're at game point here, Max. Round 41.
Oh,
Can the Lions pull this out? Or will the Orange Crush continue to extend this match? Double overtime. Will we see 3 here, Max?
I bloody hope not. But I really hope Lions
Come
just
on,
finish
as a
this off
caster.
right here. As a caster, I'm supposed to be unbiased. I don't care. Lions
No, as a
win this.
caster, you want overtime after overtime. Game
No, you
3.
don't. You
Come
don't.
on, man. Come on, man.
I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed.
Hey,
No,
we
I
got-
don't have to go to
it's a
bed. Not
3v3
yet.
here, though. We got the one
and
started
that
both
nade.
by sandbags. They're gonna push out here on Tuxie.
Oh.
He's able to get the
Sorry,
frag.
what?
No, it's a
what?
1v2.
What is
Otherwise, you
happening?
fart. They have to get this trade. They do,
What
and here comes
the
the Orange
heck?
Crush, extending this game. We're at round 42, ladies and gentlemen.
This is wow. Okay. Well, okay. Listen here. Let's everybody calm down for a moment. Lions, please. Okay. This is the moment. Tricks, continue your run. Hit 40. Ready? 4K for Tricks coming in this round right here. I swear it's happening. Again, interesting though. No op bought up for the Orange Crush. This is an interesting decision here, right? Willie Flynn decided not to go for this op, and another aggressive con play. We've been seeing it all game from these Orange Crush on CT Tricks, though. He's gonna catch a time. He's gonna go straight through the smoke and find the first one. The second one onto Sam. A beautiful push by Tricks. He gets the spray down too, just to BM even harder. Jordan at least gets the trade frag, but it's a 4-on-3 for Lions, and that amazing play from Tricks there to push that smoke like a real Silver 2. That was round winning, but Tuxie trying to pull it back, and he's made it right back in. We're into the 3-on-3.
They're pushing him.
But Fuffy manages to find that frag and the 3-on-2.
That was
Orange
a weird
Crush.
play by Tuxie. I think he maybe should have gone up ladder to try to get away because they were aggressively pushing him. I know he wanted to trade, but right there, the best thing you can do, I think, Max, is stay alive.
Yeah, stay alive and do your best to defend, but he goes for the swing, and the Lions now into a 3-on-2, and there's some baits trying to happen up mid here. So,
so right now they're giving
man.
them sight though. They're giving them sight.
yeah, and they're gonna go
That's
for
a
the
bad
retake.
play, I think, by the Crush because he just gave them the ability to get on the site, and this is the game point. If they lose
This
it's
is-
over.
Jordan being punched out by this Molly. Fart Jordan. The boys to do it. The boys to send us to 3rd overtime on map 2 of the season 6 elite semifinals of CSC. Jordan coming swinging around. They find the first kill. A good start.
Orange Crush, they want this. They want
The
to force
smoke
another
is
overtime.
down.
They're
Jordan
here.
goes for another swing. He is lit up. The
holding
nade
it,
goes
they're
down.
holding it.
Defuse comes down. The spray, not enough bullets. Jordan, no bullets. Goes around the corner,
Yay,
and
the
that is the round. The Lions get 22. And the Orange Crush lose it in a heartbreaking double overtime. Oh my God.
Though, Max.
Oh my God.
We
I know
have
what this
map
means.
number 3. And
Oh
if we
my
see
God.
another overtime in map 3, oh my Lord, we're gonna be up for a while. We're almost on 3 hours of this
Wow.
stream. We're going to Inferno.
Wow.
Max,
Yes,
again,
sir.
you have the experience here, so I'm gonna lean this to you.
Yeah.
You've gone through a tight matchup here, and now you're able to come back. and win this in double overtime. So at
I
some
mean,
point, is there burnout? Like, what do you say to your team to keep that motivation to try to take this map 3? This is the playoffs. You can't lose this.
the thing is, Hawkish, is that if you're sorry, my mic. If you're the Lions here, I mean, you are absolutely fired up right now. You are firing on all cylinders. You're ready to go for this third map because you just fought back into what was a round and a game that you should have lost, I would say. I think
Yeah.
Overpass probably should have gone on Orange Crush's way. But here we are on the third map. And so you gotta be looking, just as I said after that first map, you got to be looking at the team. If you're the team that just lost the map, you got to say, hey, listen now, with that whole map, it never happened, right? We forget about that. We push that out of our mind. I know it went to double overtime. I know that it was a big moment. And you just got to move on and you got to play like you're now into a best of one because that's what it is. You're into a best of one now and you got to play like it. Forget about what happened. Keep up your same tempo, your same composure. And I don't know. This is going to be a tough battle. I don't see these teams being separated by more than 3 rounds again, which
Yeah.
is
It's gonna
not a
yeah,
good sign.
I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to stamina
Yeah.
because you're getting to these later stages, 3 hours of CS. At
Yeah.
some point, the aim is gonna slip.
Yeah.
The play might lack a little bit.
Hey,
So let's right now, let's talk about these teams here.
yeah.
Let's talk about these teams
Listen,
here, Max, real quick.
before we get into that, I just want to say, folks, if you're out there right now and you're in this Discord, sorry, not in this Discord, if you're in this Twitch chat and you have no idea where you are right now, you're thinking, what is CSC? What are we doing around here? Put that exclamation mark Discord in chat and join the Discord. See what we're all about. We're a fun to play for free league that encourages competitive matches just like this one, and you're seeing what is the culmination of about 2 months of Counter Strike into the semifinals of our elite tier. So yeah, if you're new around here, stick around and hope to see you somewhere around. But let's focus. Excuse me, I just left the Discord by accident. Let's focus.
Notice.
Um, what's happening here? My God, Orange Crush Lions. Where does this go? Where does this go, Hawkish?
So Max, let's talk about these teams. So we saw both of them play some great rounds. What do you let's talk about what's going wrong for them. Like let's start with the Lions. What do you
Mhm.
think is going wrong here?
Well, that's tough. That's tough to say. For the Lions, I think on Inferno, what has to go wrong for the Lions is that they continue this aggressive style of Counter Strike they've been playing. Um, it can hurt you on Inferno because it's such a small map. It's so easy to be in a position to trade frag. I think that it could be detrimental. And I would say honestly for the Orange Crush, it's the same thing. If they on CT continue to play a really aggressive style, it could come back and bite them in the bum.
What
So
which confuses me, Max, because it seems like they're opposite. They're aggressive on CT, but
yeah,
not aggressive on T
exactly,
side. It's
exactly.
like, bro,
Yeah,
that
no,
ain't how you cut that slice. Like you need to be more aggressive on T side to try to get that trade.
yeah,
And because it's been hurting them. It's like, yeah, maybe if the start works, I get it, but it's been hurting them on T side some rounds where they're allowing the Lions to retake map control and they're not pushing. So they're getting into a lot of 30-second situations where they have to commit, they have to get the bomb down. And I think that's hurting them. It's allowing the Lions to continue to climb back into the ball game. And on the other side,
a
I
ball
think
game.
now the Lions have to maybe play into that. They're
Yeah,
aggressive on CT. Okay, play their aggression. Get some
hmm
trades, get early picks. Know that they're coming to push you. And maybe if they do that, they're gonna get the advantage here. Especially, I want to see the mid map control on this map because if they get that opper on CT side and he's getting those picks, then you're looking at a lot of 5v4 situations, which is gonna I think lean towards the Lions because the Orange Crush have been so passive on T side.
yeah. And folks, just like that, we're getting straight back into a knife round, and there will be an actual knife round for this map, right? The sides were selected by either team. Going with the first map, knife round will come out a flurry of kills, and it looks like they will win the round. We'll see what they choose.
let's see what the call comes in here. I'm very interested to see because this could change the outcome of this match. Just this map, this is side choice here.
Very much so. But you know what? Then again, it's not like either side has been super strong for either team, right? We've seen close halves no matter which team is on which side. So it could be on Inferno. This could all change right now, but from the trends that we've been seeing so far, it hasn't really been that way. And as we get into the pistol round, it will be the Lions on CT and the Orange Crush starting on the T side. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get out of your seat. Do not change the Twitch stream you are on. We are into the final map of the Lions Orange Crush semifinal. Map number 3, round number 1, a minute 35 on the clock. And the Orange Crush setting up in mid, looking to take brackets control. A couple of semi-auto Glock clicks happening, and they're up, and they're bursting. Gonna come out onto site. Jordan, Sam, Fart, holding the site down, but there's already enough CTs to hold this site here, and Jordan's in a great spot. Jordan finds 2. Sam missing a few shots, finds the 3rd. And Puffy all in it by himself. Jordan, after a flurry of misses, finds that 3rd kill. And Lions will take pistol round.
Yeah, and I think that was a mistake. Not checking pit, they're able to survive. But on that situation, you gotta check your sights. And I know in the flurry stuff happens, but I think that's something that can hurt them if they continue to make that mistake.
Yeah, and I just want to say hi, Gindet. I did see your message. It's nice to see you. But we're off into round number 2, and aggression. Sadcat shooting his own teammates. It's an interesting one. Tuxie though plays Tuxie. JMD. Oh god, and Willie doesn't check it. Oh no, and he goes for the knife. I love this, and he misses the first knife. Oh my god, and he's running. Oh my god, he did it anyways. I don't even understand it. He finds that kill. What is happening? 3-on-3 somehow. And Jordan and Fart. What? I don't think I can cast this anymore. What? What just happened? It's in advantage to Orange Crush now, but Lions. That hilarious push by Tuxie. Oh, also, by the way, I think oh no, they're not. I'm good. I thought the names were messed up again. But no, Lions are on T side. And it was the hold in logs there to let Tuxie push by and get that knife.
That was on purpose.
Yeah, no, 100%. A beautiful patience play. And Tricks, this round ain't over yet. This is still doable. He could still find some kills here. Unless we're going to see the shift tab of Steam instead. But Sam will find that kill. Oboe, you poor soul. Oboe showers, I swear, guys. Oboe showers. He does. But
I love it.
as we get into round number 3, the Orange Crush looking to take, I think it might be their first 3-round lead of the whole series. I think it's mainly been the Orange Crush, the Lions who are taking those 3-round leads, but we will see, as it's a full buy for these Lions. Not a lot of utility, not a lot of money left. JMD with a little bit of money, and it's interesting, he hasn't even full bought utility unless he threw that nade early, which he did, I believe, and the molly goes down as well. Orange Crush with not the best set of guns, an MP9, a FAMAS, and then 3 M4s scattered in between those 2 guns. It's a slow one. It's a slow one as brackets is taken.
Here.
And through the smoke,
Banana.
Trix finds that kill. JMD finds a kill of his own, and
they're
suddenly...
retreating. They're retreating. That's a good play because now they're going to push Banana together, and there's only one.
Tuxie.
They do get the trade. So now they're going to get side control here. They're going to have to rotate, but I think they're going to save.
Yeah, that would be the smart play, and that is the play they will make. And this, again, we saw Inferno on Tuesday, and I brought it up in the pregame show, is that Inferno is a map, just because of its size, you just have to save, right? Once a site is taken, just like that, the save call has to be made, and it's a good call by the Orange Crush here to give up the site, and it's a good call from Fuffy and the rest of the Lions to rotate off of A after getting that B pick and commit to that B site.
Yeah, and I think Orange Crush know they're already dug in for a long one here.
Yep. Yep. No, they're not playing this like it's any kind of pug. They are going for broke in this last map. As I'm gonna move my mic so I can blow my nose.
And well, he blow your nose. I will take over as the Lions do take this round. It's looking like a bad eco for the Orange Crush. They don't have a lot of good guns, but they're gonna be able to play off the two the Silence M4 and the M4 A1. Right now it's looking like a Deagle buy. They did buy head armor, so we'll see now how they play this. There's not a lot of utility coming in for the Orange Crush, so the advantage is going to lean toward the Lions.
Ooh, and a missed Molly. Oh
Trixie, that's a
gosh.
minor nade. That is a minor nade.
And there's not 70 people watching or anything, so it's totally fine that you missed the Molotov. But Fart getting aggressive here. I like this play. Drill though, completely ready for it. He's not gonna fall for one of those, and Lions are going to start to take car control as they're still defaulted around the map. Orange Crush in a good position to rotate quickly if the B hit does come through, but it does not look like that will be it. As they start to prime their way up through brackets, Trix, he's pretty much cleared out all of these angles, and it's just going to walk brackets. Looks to play arches, and this is a beautiful off angle from Jordan here. This is... Oh, and the timing is unbelievable. Trix, you are a lucky man, and he's going to wrap as the bomb will come B. But this is interesting. They're going to go into the two CT players that are stacked together. It won't matter. Sadcat finds both, and Sam, once again, with that M4 in hand, will have to save. Man, oh man. And it will be the Lions' second round. On the board, cleared and delivered. And Orange Crush.
Max, we're at 2-2.
Listen. I don't think I've seen another CSC match that's gone this close. I'll be honest with you. And the fact that it's also gone to a 1-1 map. Going into the third, I mean, a 1-1 match going into the third map, that is a rare occurrence for CSC. We generally have a lot of 2-0s.
The round differential overall is 4.
Yeah.
Just 4 rounds separate these teams. Because it's really because it's tied at the moment because you got 16-14 and then 2 rounds for the Lions and the win on their hand. So they have played this as evenly as you possibly can in a playoff matchup. Everything's on the line here. This whole season they have worked to get to this position, and now, hey, the big boys are out to play, and they're showing up big time.
So really, actually, the round difference is 2, because the first map was won by Orange Crush, and the second was won by Lions. So, wow.
Oh, I think it's tied because one round, the first one they won by 2 Crush, and the second one the Lions.
They won by so.
It's tied. It's tied.
Whatever.
2 to one side, 2
Look
to
at
the
us. Someone in chat figure out what the math on that is, because I am too tired and
can't do math right now as we're pushing 80 viewers now here, Max.
That's unbelievable.
Everybody wants to watch this.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, as we are getting into the end of round number 5 here. Time is clicking down again, and it'll be Sam, I think, saving once again for the 3rd round in a row. We are into the 3rd map of the semifinal.
Sam watching his stats here, making sure he doesn't die.
really trying to play the stat game here. Yeah, folks, again, if you're new around here, hit that ! Discord in the Twitch chat and join the Discord. See what we're all about, and most importantly, don't leave this game. We are in for a ride here. These teams are not separated by much, and we've been seeing some pretty good Counter-Strike so far. And Sam, meanwhile, he just found 2 kills, nonchalant, over on the A site, and I think we're hearing a few chat ticks.
Hey, you got Sam with the 4-0. He has not died yet.
Yeah.
Round 6.
Let's see if we can get the reverse 007. Actually, no, he's already broken that. He's got an assist, so it won't be the reverse 007, but it will be the 3rd round on the board for the Lions.
Give me the 7-1-10 or 1-0.
Yeah, 7-1-0 is good enough either. But yeah, round number 6 and a full gun round. No dilly-dallying about here. It's Lions with an op on JMD and a Galil on
Good molly. Good
Sadcat.
molly.
That's an interesting buy-in from JMD to go into this op. It's generally not really super kosher on T side of Inferno to go for that op, but here you
I
are.
think maybe they're feeling good because he has a lot of money. The whole team does at this point.
True.
So he maybe wants to see if he can get a good op code, because if you play a good op on T side, that can move things a lot smoother on these executes, because they have to watch out for that op swing.
Yeah, and I mean, Fuffy's nearly on 9K here. Drill almost on 7.5, and Sadcat just a little bit above 6. Their money is set for at least 2 rounds here. So that op is, yeah, if he's feeling it, they should buy into that for sure. And they've done that. A good delaying flash, but it's not going to stop him for
they still
long.
have so many guys on B. There's only 2 on A, and here comes a full commit. One's deep into sight, and that good lurk by Tricks is allowing the Lions to get full control of A site and push a late rotation. And I think the Orange Crush are gonna be forced to save here again.
Once again, yep, the call comes out, and yeah, here we go. In Classic Inferno. CTs, you lose a sight, and that's, I mean, you can try and go for it. We just need to see more out of those Orange Crush A defenders right in this round. We need to see a few more trade kills, a few more maybe opening picks, and this is maybe a round that the B players can try a retake, but
Sam
Nope.
saves again.
4v2, Sam saves again. Keep the train going. Sam save in chat if you think he's going to save
Sam
next round
saved
too.
again in chat. Get that
Yeah.
train going.
Yeah, Sam save. Save
Save Sam.
and
Save Sam.
save Sam because he needs some help right now. 5-0, but
And there's
the
the timeout
Lions.
coming in.
I like this
They've
timeout.
lost 4 in a row.
This is a good spot. I like this.
Yeah, and I think right now the Orange Crush, they have to switch up their style, because the way they're holding at the moment is just giving the Lions control. And especially on the split pushes, I think the communications, it seems like, at least visibly, it looks conflicted, because they don't know where to commit to a site with these lurks. So at some point, I think if you're on a site, you just have to like push down banana, get information. At the moment, they're not, and that's allowing the Lions to have just way too much map control.
Yeah, so much control. And listen, I just want to say, MZ Coles, I can see these messages. I just have not been looking at the chat recently because of these matches. This match just has been absolutely bonkers. So my apologies. I've tried to look at Twitch chat as much as I can, but I'm getting distracted by just the absolute back and forth match that this is. And that pushed up. Jordan here pushed up to sandbags.
Yeah,
He will get mollied
I
out.
like the
He will
push-up. I
swing
like the
it.
push-up.
Oh my god, he nearly finds the kill. Willie Flynn and
It's
Fart.
gonna be tough. They already lost 2.
They get spotted
be
through the
tough.
smoke here. And Sam will not be saving this round. He gets his first death, actually. I just realized.
I don't understand.
Beautiful swing from
these-
Tuxie.
He says, "Hey, yo, Tuxie, sit down."
Sit down, and there goes Fart as well. And that is 5 on the board for the Lions. This is a 3-round lead. This is a rare sight in this series so far. The 3 rounds has been the extent of the lead for either team so far. And
I
this,
was gonna say there, Max. I was questioning Willie pushed her through, trying to spray through the smoke. You're already down 2 guys. Why being aggressive there?
yeah, and this is really, like you said before, this is the stamina. This is how concerted, close playing Counter-Strike can you play up until late in JMD with a nice trade onto Fart there. And it is just 1 kill for the Orange Crush so far, but if they get another one here, this will be a pretty good eco. Is Tuxie with a nice swing, and he even gets away with it. And somehow Jordan's found another kill, and this is a 3-on-2. Orange Crush.
That's a great eco. That's a great eco by the Orange Crush. They have a
And
oh,
don't
there's
call it-
there's Jordan.
Don't call it an eco, call it a round
Oh,
win
Fuffy,
here.
he
They're
doesn't
trying
know
to do
he's
it
mid.
all themselves. Fuffy
Good
with a nice
swing.
spray down
Can he
onto
swing out
Sam.
here?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
does
is
he
getting
go B
rough.
here?
I think he wraps for sure because he knows there's another player towards site. This is
This would be a very important round for Fuffy. He needs to get this clutch. I don't know why he's going back to A. Get the free B site.
He's maybe outplaying himself a little bit here.
Possibly. They need this round. If the Lions can finally take the biggest advantage we have seen in this series, that can be the difference maker. But
Oh, and
Jordan
he's been
goes.
spotted.
Oh,
And the
but that
leg.
miss by Jordan allows him to get the plant down. Tuxie doesn't have a lot of health, but Fuffy's 4 HP. You could just breathe on him and he's dead.
My God, and the eco round win comes out from the Orange Crush, and we will not see that 4-round difference between these two teams. It will remain at 3. The Orange Crush win an insane eco. Tuxie, Jordan, everybody really piling in for that. Jordan with a 3K. That op he
And
picked
look
up
at the
was
money now
real
for
important.
the Orange Crush.
Yeah,
That
really
looks a
rough.
lot healthier than they looked.
Really rough, but listen, the Lions sitting on an absolute bank right now after winning all those rounds in a
Yeah.
row. They're fine
Drill and
for
Fuffy over here, they're like, hey, who
bank
wants a deagle? You
rollers.
want a
Yeah.
deagle? Everyone gets a deagle.
Well, they've opted for 5 AKs, which is obvious. I would say the better play than going for the op here. I think JMD on the
Yeah.
op it's not so good for the pushes, and Jordan's in a nice aggressive position here. He will fall off and be traded out by Fart. Fart gonna play under Porch, and Trick's gonna play a little more aggressive up into Apps. Space is taken. Double swing the halls together, and Apps is taken. Car is taken. Everything you need for a nice hit. And a good set of nades onto Fuffy. He's below 50 HP. What a nice nade, and it's a good opening from the Lions here.
And here comes a peak coming out of Apps here. Lee, it looks like might be getting a push out here on A site.
Yeah, Tricks
He's
though.
waiting. He wants one of them to swing.
I like this
One of them
spot.
to swing.
And Jordan will be the man to swing into him if it does happen. Tricks though. Meanwhile,
Jordan
Fuffy,
in library.
half HP on the other side of the map, gets taken out and then trades right back. The defensive Molotov into Apps.
If they are
Comes out.
smart, if they can feel this out, they're gonna go B here. They need to get out of this situation. There's 3 on site. It's gonna be a tough push.
But like that jump spotting or just jiggle speaking, Sam is in a great spot, and he's gonna start the rotation now as
Willie
4
can
T's
change
come
it
up
around
lane.
here.
Willie's in a great spot. Find the
can change it
first.
around here.
In the second,
He
Fart.
gets 1.
Amazing. Great setup, and
Great
honestly,
trades between Willie and Fart.
yeah, a lackluster push there. Not enough utility being thrown in the right spots, and the Lions will call a timeout as the Orange Crush get another one on the board and get us even closer to one another.
Yeah, I like this timeout by the Lions because look, you do have the lead, but the Crush took a little bit of momentum there. Don't let it get away from you. Let's keep that pressure on, because if you let the Orange Crush start to blow past a few rounds, that's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vital round here because this is big for the Orange Crush. This will really cement their money if they're able to keep people alive. It's obviously a gun round, so it's gonna be tough to do that. But Orange Crush looking to tie up the score. Going into round 10 now. Map number 3. It is Inferno. And we will find Banana contest early.
See, it's a lot of nade throws here on Banana.
Yeah, lots of utility being traded back and forth, and that's a good opening from Jordan. The team flash from Fuffy, though, not maybe exactly what he wanted, and Willie Finn finds another kill over on A. Jordan with a nice swing, but he's getting aggressed pretty hard. The low HP Tuxie will back off as well, and suddenly we're into a 5-on-2, just like that. A little bit more of a slow-paced start to this half, don't you think there, Hawkish, compared to our other 2 maps?
Yeah, it seems like they're now trying. Like I think they're playing this carefully because every round at this point matters. Like the way that these series has gone, so they're being very careful with how they push here, and I think it's a smart play because right now it's playing to the Lions. The Lions are taking advantage of it, but the Orange Crush have been able to retake sites because of the slow push. So both teams have found success with it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Delta, you try getting in here and casting for 3 hours, my friend, and then doing math afterwards. I just want to say, okay? That's I understand. It's
Finally
sometimes
got that.
it's not easy to do math, but that's what it is right now. And JMD will fall as well, and that is going to be the tying round for the Orange Crush. And once again, I mean, how many times do we have to say it? Neck and neck between the Crush and the Lions here.
Five. I'm smelling it. I'm
You're smelling
it.
another
I'm
one,
getting
huh?
a faint whiff.
A
I'm
whiff.
smelling a faint whiff of one.
The filthy, dirty socks of overtime have not been washed in a recent spin cycle. And another missed molly from Drill. Oh no, you don't want to see that. And that missed molly has led to that early pick from Fart. That has real consequences, ladies and gentlemen. And Willie, pushing, finds two unbelievably. And Jordan, Tuxie, and Sam to find the 6th round for the Orange Crush. Tuxie, though, the Iron W key. Gonna keep it running up mid. Sorry, up banana. And Drill is ready for it. A good play by him and Sam. Gonna creep up as well, but I would say advantage Lions here. Sam and Jordan are split up. They got to play each side individually unless one decides to rotate, and it is the right play from Jordan, I think, to hold passively in library.
Go.
But JMD, he's gonna hit it. He's gonna go hard and look to take this site.
They have a chance here because you got the guy holding Lib here. You got two ops on the Orange Crush side. It looks like they're rotating. They know the push is coming.
All this utility really giving it away. Jordan and Sam, the double ops. This will be interesting. 1, 2, or 3 smokes here would be dangerous, and Jordan will hit the first shot onto JMD. The second shot, though, will miss, and Drill finds the headshot as the bomb goes down. 20 seconds left in the round. Make it 45 with the bomb down.
All right, who's
and
better,
Sam,
Op or AK?
Well, with the health on Drill. Oh, no. And Drill gets caught out as Sam, in a nice flanking maneuver, finds that 6th round for the Crush.
I want to point this out, Max. That is twice in this match a missed Molly throw. And for a team like Fuffies, who, you know, proclaims itself the nade master, I would want to hear the comms there on the missed throws. As he sees his teammate not once but twice missed that Molly throw.
And it had real impact, right? That opening on CT, it's better to get that trade kill if you're a CT than it is a T, right? It starts you off with a good mentality and it makes the T's a little bit more afraid. And while Trix is real close, oh my god, what? I thought that was a for sure kill for Sam, and wow. Okay, sorry, for Trix, and Sam finds the kill. The trade is there, though, and Tuxie does recover that op, and again, you hear the chat clicks just faintly there, as you know. You know there's either a nice shot or a nice flick or some kind of trash talk happening. You hope it's both.
Yeah. I want to hear the luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Right.
And good night.
Choose number for excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, but Lions into the 3-on-4 with about 50 seconds left now. Util will start to come down, and Jordan is in a nice spot up on this box. I like this. The full commit does come through. 3 players coming up lane. Fart is going to have to be massive here. Finds the first, finds the second. He's going to go for the third, but Jordan will go for the swing.
Hey, yo, Fart, you laying down that stink on all of them.
All the stink.
all the stink.
Hey,
massive
listen.
Fart.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta give a quick little shout out to if Fart's parents are still watching right now. If you somehow made it through, I mean, I find it completely unlikely, but if you're still here, you are the greatest. I want to believe that you're still here. So
imagine if it's like the first time they're watching, and like you play in 3-hour matches.
Yes, we do, and I'm sure he has work tomorrow, and I'm sure most of us here have school or work tomorrow, but it does not matter. because the Orange Crush and JMD, what is happening? He finds an op. I can't even, how are you supposed to cast this? What just happened there? 3-on-1.
I
3
believe
on
the
1.
stench. I believe the stench is still being spread because
Yes.
Fart had 2 great kills there.
Oh, and a nice aggressive play from Willie Flynn to find
Buddy
that
by
kill
Jordan
into
got a kill there.
JMD. He did.
There's a timeout coming from the Lions. They're down 3 rounds now. What went wrong there? And since that last time out, they've lost 4 in a row here, Max.
Yeah. This is actually now, what am I saying? Yeah, we've yeah, this is a 3-round gap. I just had to do the math there in my head so I didn't get cheesed on again.
Lost 4 in a row. What do you think has gone wrong? Wow, Willie, great knife there.
Beautiful knife. What has gone wrong here? Honestly, I think the pace change from the Crush here is what's really doing it. They've stopped playing super slow defaults and they've decided to go hard, and the Lions have not been adjusting very well to that. It's taken a toll not only on their utility early, but I think also on their mental state now, because now they're jumpy.
Yeah.
Now any kind of aggression is going to be responded
jump.
immediately by, and I don't know if that's always the best, right? You want to stay calm in these situations.
I haven't liked their swings either. It seems like they don't know where to aim on sight, because you see the one by one swings to Pitt on that round that they lost to the Fart and the Jordan hold, and I think that has to be calmed better or planned better, but it just seemed like they were just one by one pushing up and letting Fart just take the 1v1 fights.
Yeah, it's Mecca, by the way. Bart said that his parents were going to be here to watch this match. I don't know if they're going to be here for the whole thing, as we see some opening trades coming in at top of Banana. You know what? We're 8-5 in this game right now. Hawks, I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm going to go refill my water bottle while we're at it.
Hey, no problem. You can take your little break, and now I get to stretch my throat here. Talk a little more, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful matchup here. As you see the execute coming in from the Lions, they're going to try to get on the site. There's 3 holding defensively. You got the first pick coming in from Sam, so they're able to hold it off. Another one from Sam. There's one coming in from Fart. Real trading, but Fart able to help win that round. The 2 trades, and then Sam, and now the Orange Crush. 9-5, the biggest lead of the entire series. Now let's see now what kind of strategies the Lions try to pull out here, because it's looking like the fluffy playbook is running a little thin. I know he's got something still left in the tank. Well, hopefully it's not stamina that is coming down to it and hurting them. And we'll see now if it's a little different on CT as well, because this is round 15. Is the early pick coming in for Tux on Tricks. You got the Lions pushed up on Banana. Bomb's still in a safe spot. 3 still holding on A site. We'll see if the lurk works out here. As you see Sam, he's got that cheeky peek. He wants it. He wants the cheeky peek. JMD's going to push. There's the flash coming in. JMD's pushing on the site. But Sam reads him, now backs off. And I think that was a bad peek for JMD. I think he needed to push with a teammate. He pushes by himself, and now that gives the Orange Crush the 5v3 advantage. And now we're looking at a good time for the Orange Crush just to hold. Sam gets the boost up onto Flower ledge, and now let's see if the Lions are able to commit to this execute. There's 3 defending, so it's a 3v3 fight on B site. Here comes the rotate coming in. They're holding off just in case, but they're ready to run right over. But now 1 left to go towards the A. They're committed to the B plant. 1 goes down. Sam gets the first pick. Jordan gets the second on Fuffy. Drill by himself. Cannot quite get it. And the Orange Crush out to a commanding 10-5 lead at half. And now the Lions, they got some work to do on defense.
And a commanding lead at that. 5 rounds. That's the biggest gap we've seen in this entire series so far, and the Orange Crush got to be feeling good about this CT side. We'll see if the Lions can replicate it on their CT side, coming right up.
Max,
yes, sir.
did you catch any of that last round?
I caught the op kill from from coughing there. That was all I.
Okay, because there was Sam was holding a cheeky sandbags on top of Sandbags Peak with the smoke,
Oh,
and
nice.
JMD just fell for it. And I'm
Mm,
like, come on, you're better than this.
yeah, well, apparently not as we get into the pistol round of the second half of the final map, and Trix opens us off with a nice headshot onto Jordan. Lions looking to win this pistol and to really start and cement their CT side hold here.
I'm interested to see how the Lions played this because Orange Crush had it as an early pick coming in from Fuffy. He's backing off now as Tux is going to probably push
and
him.
Drill misses. Oh, no. Drill throw whiffs the entire clip. Whiffs the entire clip. I mean, he hits bullets, but he just got exposed in 4K in front of 70 people for whiffing every single bullet there.
The chat likes it. The chat.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And Fart with a nice little one tap. And suddenly the Orange Crush are right back into this. I thought this was a sure done deal. But what am I saying? Pistol rounds, they never go the way you want them to. And they're going to wrap towards B. This is a wild, wacky round.
There you go, Drill.
Ace and Drill recovers for one at least.
And that's tough because I think the Lions needed this pistol round.
They really do.
So
It's
we'll
not
see
over
now
yet,
if
though.
JMD can clutch this bad boy out.
He's the one to do it if anyone's going to. But Fart, Sam, each doing well in their own right in this entire series so far. No one's been slacking. JMD starting to not really care about noise anymore. Spots the player dark. Sam will fall, and his teammate's not there to trade for him. Fart, though, quick to the task and finds the kill.
Because I want to see the Lions have to play this differently than the Crush. Because the Crush found something that worked on defense. Now the Lions have to tap into that themselves because it's not looking great for them so far. Trixie, who went from, I believe, was top frag or close to it in the previous match, only 6 frags into round 17. And you see Sadcat with the 4 down there. Somebody needs to step up for the Lions.
Yeah. Listen, boys, are there any farters in chat right now? If there are any farters in chat, please make yourselves known. With a real fart, please stand up. As we get into round number 17, and yeah, like you said, the Lions, they really need to get someone fragging here. If you want to bring up a scoreboard there quickly, Lee, we can maybe see that these, a little contest happening, and that nade coming down will do a little bit of damage, and Sadcat
Great nade.
Starting off the round the right way with a nice headshot. They will start to wrap, though, and Tuxie being blocked by a smoke, but these Lion CTB defenders, they haven't really started to rotate at all, and this push is now going to come in. Oh, the jumping headshot from Fart. JM is good for one. Fart, though, good for another. Willie Flynn, good for the player and Trix in pit.
The Deco.
The Deco retake. Is it possible? They need a kill straight off the bat right here, I think, to make this doable. These MAC-10s and that Galil, they're dirty. There is a gap in this smoke. Fuffy obviously sees it and tries to play for it, and Willie, don't do this. Don't get aggressive here. Oh! And he nearly pays for it with his life. Could play time. Decides to... Oh! But is that an AK? It is indeed. And this is now time for Drill to leave. Armor, head armor that is, and a deagle.
He's running. He's running for his life. He's booking it. Life.
And he will survive unless Fart does something crazy. Oh God. My lord. That was a noise I just made. Indeed it was. And that is a man who is alive. Drill, you got out. And the Lions call a timeout, and a much-needed timeout because the Orange Crush...
This is tough. Look at their money.
Now on 12. Not anything to buy into. If they lose this one, it's 13, pretty obvious. But 13 means that is a
they gotta go perfect.
That is a tough comeback to make right there. So this is a big moment right here for Fuffy and the Lions after fighting their way back in the last map. After making overpass at just an unbelievable firefight.
Yeah.
To lose like this on Inferno would be heartbreaking. I think
And
to
this
having
could
after
be
having that close matches, it would just hurt so bad.
this could be just as you know, we talked about the stamina.
Oh my!
This could be as we get the trades coming in. That's a great start for the Lions to get a couple of picks. JMD goes down though, but yeah, I think this might be a sign of just at the end of the day, maybe the aim's getting a little lazy.
Yep.
Everything's not clicking the way it was, and
Third map. Ooh. And Fart doing some work with the Mac 10 to find one and
chance, though.
hit the few players down. There is a chance. Tricks, I just want to say, not doing so hot. Jordan, on the other hand, 16-7 right now. Fart 19-9.
There we
this
go.
Orange Crush
Good
team is doing well, but the Lions,
good eco.
what a retake. Good for them, as I was hyping up Orange Crush's performance so far. Fart decides, you know what it could be though, actually, thinking about it now, is Fart's performance on the last two maps has not been bad by any means, but it's been under players like Jordan, players like Tuxie, and players like Sam. So to see him top fragging, it's a good thing for him, but it could also be seen from another perspective, as in the rest of the team around him is not fragging to the same ability as they were.
Yeah, and I think that the Crush were playing better in the last map. The problem is now the Lions have been playing so much weaker.
Yeah.
Than they had in the last match. You're not seeing the big fragging players as almost gets a pick there. So like I said, somebody for the Lions right now, Max, they need to step up. They need to take it into their own hands, wake the heck up, and say, hey, we're not losing this.
No. And especially after that last round win, that should be a wake-up call for sure. There's only 2 Lions on this site right now. The rotate does come through, and Tuxie goes through, gets team flashed. Jordan gets his head taken off as well. The trade does come through on the first player. Tricks, though, still alive. Banger on the boxes, finds another kill, somehow still alive, and eventually gets traded out with the 3-on-2. Willie so low from that encounter with Tricks, and it's a nice swing from Drill to find that first one.
There you go.
Sam, though.
Sam, this is the time. If Sam can clutch this out, this is going to be a signature moment for him and his team to secure a big mountain of a lead.
And the crosshair is just ever so slightly placed above the crouch peak from Drill. It's a nice play by Drill, and it's a beautiful retake by the Lions. That round is Tricks right there. Tricks is able to dance around the boxes for so long. He's able to waste so much time in getting the bomb down and letting his teammates rotate, and he gets 2 kills too. First of all, he should not even have gotten, I would say, 2. And somehow he gets the 2, and then also gets Willie Flynn down to like 15 HP. So Orange Crush here taking another timeout to reassess the situation.
Good timeout by them, because they don't want to let the Lions back into the game. But you gotta have to say there. Fortunately, he thought the player model was Shaquille O'Neal and aimed a little bit too high.
Indeed, he did. A little bit too high. And just not enough to win that round out. But it will still be Orange Crush leading. Lions, though, starting to seem like they're maybe able to work their way back in here. I don't know. We're going to have to see a big moment here. We're going to have to see a clean eco. The Lions can't lose more than 2 players, I think. If they lose more than 2 players, it's not a good sign for the rest of this half. We need a clean eco. And the Orange Crush, on the other hand, need to kill 2 or 3 to make it a nice eco.
Clean round. If the Lions want to climb back into this, they need to clean run themselves. They need to get a money advantage, because right now their money doesn't look good. If they lose this one and lose a couple of guns, that's going to be, honestly, a win for the Orange Crush.
Yeah, and, I mean, that opening, it's good. And Tricks, though, pretty low. Still full kit of utility.
He needs to play the safe. If I were the Lions, I'd be rotating someone to A simply because Tricks is low on sight.
Yeah, this triple stack B could be could really shoot them in the foot if the Orange Crush decide to push hard. But Tuxie, he's about to meet his maker as JMD with a nice mini flick onto Tuxie, and that doesn't even draw a rotate. They're still holding strong, and they trust. You know what that is right there?
Yeah, that's big trust. That's big trust.
Big trust as JMD hits that first one, and
There's
it
one
is gonna
rotate coming,
push them back. It is gonna
which
push
is
them back in.
the
The
timing here.
timing.
The rotate coming in when they're pushing banana. And that's a quick execute. They're going in hard.
Ooh, and the double mollies. They're
lot
gonna
of
go
molly.
straight through.
That was
Beautiful.
played perfectly by the Lions. The double molly allows them to create a lot of damage there that they didn't even need to shoot the enemy players. They just had to let the molly do its work.
Yeah, and man, another round on the board for the Lions. Now it's only 4 that separates these two teams.
Hey, Fuffy bringing out that back page of the playbook.
Yeah, really. He's flipped over. He's turned the book upside down now. He's doing everything backwards. He's looking to see how they
For
can claw their way
anything.
back into this
Anything.
one. It's the game is far from over at this point, but it was looking like it was going to get out of hand there for the Orange
Oh, they're
Crush.
swinging this. They're swinging this.
Oh gosh, and Fuffy goes in. Willie Flynn's good for 2 and Sam's good for the second, and now
That
the
was-
push comes on. The bomb is still down though. And Sad Cat is pretty close. The nade's not going to do a ton of damage. Jesus, the team kill almost just happened. Willie Flynn, nice flash. Gets Jam, but it does not matter. Sad Cat is there to save his blinded teammate, and the bomb is going to go straight back A. They've spotted those 2 players in the B church, and that bomb is going to go straight back A. They do not care about these 2 players. Sam, going to play a nice lurk position.
Sam does, though. Sam does. He wants it.
Oh, he does not push this. No, he does not
wants
push
it.
this. How on earth does he get that kill? How? No, but explain to me how he gets that kill against Jam.
So here's my honest assessment, Max. I do believe that at that point, I don't think JM thought that Sam had the cojones to make that swing and caught him sleeping.
JM ruined by New World. This is the words we're getting. Jam's been ruined by New World. It's happened, and that's a little toxic, I will say, Lee, but that's okay, because you're not the one who gets the hate. It's me for not doing my math correctly is who gets the hate here. So, Orange Crush, though, find the 13th, and that's a great decision by them to turn around and just head A. And they're ever so closer to that glorious match point and the eventual victory.
Don't roll out the Lions quite yet. They're switching it up and putting 3 on A now.
Yeah, which is probably the right play. Most people in pugs, in pro Counter-Strike, everywhere, they generally play 3A, 2B, maybe 3B early round to throw some utility to drop it. And JM will hit that one.
I don't know what Tux thought was happening there.
And that's interesting from Trix, though. He goes aggressive after getting a nice opening in the form of JMD getting that kill. And he's just, he feels like he's got to go in and swing, and he loses his life, and really...
There could be frustration showing on his part.
makes that whole point null right there of Jam getting that opening onto Trix. Or sorry, onto Tuxie.
Yeah, because he's 11-17 at the moment. I think that maybe frustration he wants to make, after top fragging, he wants to make a difference for his team. So he was like, let me swing out and maybe, snag some kills because clearly if there's one pushing up to throw that smoke on A on arches, then maybe there's more out mid. Unfortunately, his aim didn't hold true there.
No, it did not. And
Willie
is doing some magic right now. I'm not sure how he got out. They must have heard the drop. The molly goes down. Sad Cat smokes himself out. And what an odd situation we have here. Willie? Wow. He must have heard the drop. And the leg comes in, but the execute, the rotate is happening. The execute, meanwhile, is coming B. And Drill's going to get caught out here as Fuffy's got to play new box.
Where's Willie doing?
Finds the first kill. Does not find the second. The molly does get dropped. And Drill, though...
Willie,
where
are you?
On a site. And
Willie!
That is a rough one for the Orange Crush.
Saved Pit.
He thought his team had it, I guess. That is...
If I know that they're executing B, I'm sorry, Max. I'm knifed out just booking it.
You're booking it, yeah. No.
That had to be a brain fart. Or if, he just froze because... You saw the
a regular
guy.
fart.
he rotated like the guy on the Lions side. He left A. He heard him running.
Yeah, and Tuxie's just gonna go through the molly. He doesn't
Ducks don't
care.
give a
It's gonna be.
damn.
I love
Ducks don't
this.
give a
I love this
damn.
from Tuxie.
Oh
He's
my
already into
God.
CT. He's into church, and they know he's here. But now he's into church, and now they got to deal with this threat. And there's a full rotate coming. If they were real ballers, they would bring the bomb A. It doesn't matter. Tuxie finds that first kill. Is still alive
Oh,
though.
he's got the M6.
Plays with the man new box.
He's got the
Trill though.
A1.
Gotta find a kill here. He will find the kill. The swing from Jordan with the deagle. And we're in a 2-on-2. This whole round is Tuxie TM certified. Sam, though, dodges that first shot and hits nothing as Sadcat finds that first, but Jordan to make this 14. He makes it 14 with the 1v2 clutch.
The Lions needed that
Beautiful.
round. They win the eco, and
That
now
is-
the Lions are in a tough spot.
That is a Tuxie round right there. If I've ever
And-
seen
oh my
one in my
God.
entire listen, this whole game, the man with the iron W key, okay? That is his new name in this Discord in CSC, the man with the iron W key. He went through not only the enemy molly, he went through a team molly, he went through the CT smoke, and he went through bullets being shot into his back and managed to get into church, found 2 kills, and essentially opened that entire round. So
The one
Tuxie,
guy, they just go.
yeah. No, I bet you that's what Tuxie said. Tuxie's the kind of guy to say at the beginning of the round, "I'm going B," and that's all he says, and then he goes B, and he does that right there, and he wins you the round.
Max,
So,
you
man,
know what's questionable here?
what's this?
The Lions. They
Boom.
forced
Mm.
on round 14.
I understand it though. I understand
Yeah,
it because if you let them get to 15 here, you
it's
have to
over
be
anyways.
Yeah, you got to be. I think it is over because of how these past rounds are going. Lions have got to put a stop to this right now because Orange Crush, Lions don't know this obviously, but maybe they do. Look at the money on Orange Crush because if they lose this
Yeah.
round, this will be a
They won this
real
round, steal some
horrible-
guns.
It'll be a pretty horrible next round for the Orange Crush money wise.
I think they have to play this passive though. And I like how the way they're holding. They cannot get too aggressive with this. They gotta let the Orange Crush come to them. Trixie with a tight, cheeky hold here could prove fruitful if they go arches.
Can I just say how much I love the Mag 7? It is really truly my favorite shotgun.
That's not the name for it.
The Swag 7, I apologize.
Yeah, there we go,
truly.
there
And
we go.
Trixie, though, he's here for this kill on Tuxie. The flash does come out. Oh, and the shot is missed. Oh, ooh, and the Mag 7, Swag 7 does not do the job it's supposed to, as the Orange
Another
Crush are just going to
pushing.
execute here. JM on the site's got to be massive. He's got to get at least 2 here. Delay, and he will find none. Sad Cat in pit is going to get taken out as well. And this is looking like 15 on the
If
board.
he
is
can
the
run
spray
away
for
with
the
this,
smoke.
if he can run away with this, he's like, I got the op. I'm running with the op.
But it won't matter, Hawkish. Look at the rest of his team. Trick's on $150 right now. What's the bonus? The loss bonus can only be so
AMD.
much.
AMD on the op. That's all you can hope for at this point.
Yeah. That's all you really can hope for as Orange Crush
And
look to secure a 15.
maybe an aggressive trade here. Get fart. And
Yeah.
you take a gun away. Because right now, if he can get some guns away from, like, again, they don't know the eco, but if he can luck into pick or two on Orange Crush, I think that'll even it out a little bit.
A little bit, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. And
Oh, there's a pushing. They're put out. There's one. Can he get another?
he cannot, and he gives up the op, and Fart's in a great position for that second kill. Good for him to find that trade at the end, and it is now, ladies and gentlemen, do or die. Orange Crush on match point, and a timeout is called. This is I love
he's
this.
icing
Ice
them.
them.
They're
Ice them.
icing them.
Ice them. I love this. No, but folks, again, we got viewers in here perhaps who don't know where they are right now. I know we've been sitting around, we're about 75 viewers for a little while now, and if you are for some reason in here and you don't know where you are, please !Discord. Please join the Discord and find out what we're all about. We're here for games like this. We're here to play Counter-Strike until 12:45 in the morning EST. and have some terrible but amazing casting happening at the same time where I lose my voice and Hawkish loses his mind. And here we are, off into round 16. Sorry, round 16. We're looking for round 16. We're off into round 25. This
Max
is
with
the
math
Orange
again.
Crush. Max with the math. Call me Math Man, because I can't do math.
Ooh, that's a good early touch on Willie for the damage.
Oh, and look at this. All of this utility. Snap is coming out. Drill finds the first.
That's okay.
But he's
Okay,
immediately traded
that's
out.
good damage by Sad Cat though. Sam is at 4.
Sam is at 4 HP. No, he's at 5 HP, but 4 is the number. We gotta change that. He's at 5 HP, but 4 is his minimap number. Anyways. Lions though. 3 players left. Tuxie's just gonna fight. He doesn't even care anymore. The W key.
Oh, they're gonna
It's
rotate here.
broken.
JMD, he knows it. If they do not peek him,
And they do, and he's
they
down.
ran right past.
Oh my god. And boys, ladies, and
Yeah, they're
gentlemen.
gonna have to be aggressive here.
Tuxie finds the first, does not find the second, and it rests
right.
on the
The
shoulders
clutch.
of
The
Sad
clutch.
Cat. You know what? I don't
Oh,
believe. I'm
Look
sorry
at
to
the
tell
ultimate
you.
push by Sam.
I do not believe Sad Cat. 22 HP and a dream. They hear a mid. The flashes come through. Sad Cat. The hopes and dreams of the Lions on his shoulders. And it's played to perfection by the Orange Crush. A 16-9 victory on Inferno. What a rush. What a game. And there you have it, folks. That is the Orange Crush winning the series and advancing in the playoffs to, I believe, fight. Who are they fighting in the finals? That'll be Obo's Woodwind Gangs. Is that correct? Will it be the Bassoons in the finals that they will meet?
Has the other semi? Oh yeah, I believe so because I heard there was a comeback.
Really?
Obo made a big comeback. Let's see. Look at was it Elite score reporting?
I have no idea. You know what? It doesn't matter because, folks,
Obo
what a
Bassoon.
match. Who do we listen? Who do we get
Bassoons
in?
won 2-0 over Amarillo squad.
Oh, did they, eh?
Yep, 2-0
There you
over
go.
an enemies.
So that's what it's gonna be. And yeah, who do we get in here? Do we get we gotta get a I think we gotta get an interview going here. Do we want to
Yeah,
get
we
more
do.
than one? Let's get folks, you know what, folks, put it in chat. Who do you want us to interview here? Let's do that. Let's be men of the people and
I'm thinking
see who we can get in here.
You gotta bring in the IGL, right?
I don't know though. I don't know if we gotta bring in the
I
IGL.
want to hear his calls, like what his thoughts.
I guess we pull Jordan in here. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna message Jordan.
Tuxie and Jordan.
You know what? Let's pull them both. Let me shoot a little
Somebody
message.
said bring in Sam the Saver.
Sam the Saver. I like that.
Oh my lord.
Let me message them both.
You're doing great, Lee.
Oh man, yeah, boys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, big shout out to Lee for this is, I believe, your first time observing, Lee?
Yeah.
My God, his first time observing, and yeah, he went for it. Let's see if I can get
Is it
Tuxie.
Tuxie and...
I think Tuxie's already gone.
Oh, then do Sam and
I think
Jordan.
Tuxie is disconnected, or is he out here? Is he out here waiting to get pulled in? No, it's just Jordan. Let's get Jordan in here. Okay, are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Jordan, welcome to the stream, my friend. What a absolute banger of a match. How you feeling, my friend? First off, tired. Me too, dude. Holy
Immediate
moly,
tired.
holy moly. And do you think,
I'm a grown-ass man. I have to work in the morning, dude. I'm over this shit.
Okay, that's fair enough. So we'll cut it short then. What do you think your key to success was? In one sentence, Jordan, what was the difference for you guys?
Popping headies.
Popping headies all night long. We like to hear it. Short and quick to the point. Yeah, I don't even know. Hawkish, let the man sleep, or you got some questions
Well,
for me?
You can ask me some questions.
Oh, Jack,
I got
Okay,
I got a
okay.
question for you here, Jordan. So how were the comms like and the vibe when you guys were just trading round after round on the first two maps?
Yeah. What was that like?
So we wasted all our energy on Dust 2. And we go into overpass and we're all already tired. So we're all just fucking dragging ass through those rounds. Like it was not good.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What
Especially
about
like the double overtime.
yeah, what about
Yeah,
what
dude.
was
We were so pissed because we were all just so tired and wanted to go to bed.
yeah. That's a rough one for the I mean to lose that in overtime
Yeah.
was harsh, but it was good for you guys to like keep your composure and keep your head on straight for Inferno, and I think for sure that it had a lot to
Yeah.
do
Oh
maybe
yeah.
this end result.
We were pretty lost on overpass. Actually, they did a good job of taking advantage of the later rounds.
Yeah, and
We got
Sam,
Sam
Yes,
the Saver.
what are you doing here, my friend? Are you looking to steal some of the
Should I-
glory from your
should I just
from
leave
your
the
man
savings?
Jordan
Bro,
All I'm
here?
gonna say is I've been begging to get into an interview since last season's playoffs, man.
Okay. Well, here you are finally. What do you want to tell the people? You want to shout someone out, or you want to tell us how you were feeling at the end of that match? Where did you guys feel like once you guys pulled away a little bit there on Inferno, was that it? Because you guys were never really that distant on Overpass and Dust. I don't think there were more than 3 rounds separating your two teams.
Trust me, I remember we were up 12-6 on Inferno, and it was still super
Mhm.
tense.
Yeah.
It did not feel easy at all. They're an incredible team.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, shout out to those Lions for fighting as hard as they did all the way to the end. But that was honestly on Inferno. What it really came down to, I think, is you guys just kept your nerve and kept hitting your shots. And I think the other way around, it was not the same. Lions were missing, and yeah, big ups to you guys for having the mental stamina. What do you think, Sam? What do you think the key moment of this whole series? Where do you think that lies for you, personally? Like, what's the turning point?
For me personally, I realized, especially after the overpass game, there were a lot of moments where I was just like kind of over peaking, running out places when I didn't need to be. And it
Mhm.
happened a couple times on Inferno, but definitely a lot less. And I hope that's one of the reasons that we were able to pull through at the end.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there were some incredible individual plays from all of you. I remember was there a Jordan clutch on Dust that I'm
There's a
misremembering?
Jordan
Oh.
clutch everywhere.
There was a Jordan
Oh,
clutch everywhere. Who even knows
Sam,
anymore?
I have a question for you. So on Dust, we were curious. There was like that moment that you had the clutch opportunity. What happened there? What brought out the nade? You got popped with the nade out?
When was that again?
Yeah. When
Yeah,
was
wasn't-
okay.
that?
that was
I
on
know
Dust
exactly
2.
what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
just
about.
curious.
Yes.
What was the
When you
thinking?
whipped the
What
spray, I
happened
remember
there?
this. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well, that match was kind of a drill peaks me every single time I have a nade out. I don't think I once had a chance to shoot at him.
No.
I was just in the clutch, got two kills I think, and then tried to throw a flash at him, throw him off, and then come around him. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
just
work
curious.
out.
It
He
seemed
caught
like
me
he
on
caught you
timing.
with the nade out. I'm like, come on, Sam, where's the gun? Just,
Yeah, I know.
just click heads.
No,
But-
but
Dust
that was a rare moment, I think.
Yeah.
For like there were so many more moments where it was you guys not outclassing, but showing that you guys deserve to be in this finals and deserve to be playing against what is Obo's bassoons, right, in the
Obo
finals.
Soons.
this is the second season in a row that they're fighting for the top spot in the league.
Yeah, and it's
have
gonna
to
be an
shut it down.
absolute banger, and I hope that I'm the one to cast that final because it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Let's hope it's gonna be half as good as this one. I bloody hope so. But Hawkish, unless you got someone else to ask our wonderful guests here.
The only thing I have left to ask them is now, hey, we're talking about the final. How you guys feeling? How do you like your chances versus the bassoons? Anything you want to throw out there before
Have we
get
only
out of
played the
here?
bassoons once? I don't even fucking know, dude. No, we played
Uh,
We played. No, I don't count it. We only played the real team once because they had like 3 subs in one game.
Gotcha,
Mm.
gotcha.
Played
And
them,
how'd that game go?
It wasn't close. It was
Hmm.
like was it 16-3 or some shit? Us.
Yeah, well, with those subs, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to
Yeah,
go.
it was,
But
it was rough for them.
Oh yeah.
so
Honestly.
yeah, so you guys gonna throw shade, or are we just gonna keep it nice and casual up until
That's up to
the
Sam. I'm
the
chilling.
point?
Listen, man,
See it,
I'm a
Sam.
mod. If I say anything, people are gonna riot.
It's the accent, Sam. Your game is rigged from the start, my friend. You're
Oh,
just
man.
Yeah,
you're gonna get.
yeah, we hear the accent, everybody gets jealous,
We're
Sam, and
gonna
we're like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
damn, like
I wish that's
that
how it
voice
worked.
too.
We're gonna
I wish.
dogpile from the start.
I just
Anyways,
16, bro.
just wanted to add one more thing at the end.
yes.
Huge thank you, Willie Flynn. Best sub we could have asked for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
Willie was fucking
wonderful.
nuts. Yeah.
on overpass, I mean, despite the fact that you guys lost that, there were
Oh,
so
yeah.
many rounds where he
Mhm.
pulled
Yeah.
stuff just out of his butt straight up. And so, yeah, big shout out to Willie. He was looking first half of Dust. I think he only got
was
4
adjusting.
kills.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
adjusting.
4 kills, and then
Oh, yeah.
end of
Pulled it
Dust.
back.
I think he nearly dropped 20. So I mean, good for him. Good for him.
Ridiculous
And
playing from him.
yeah, good stuff. And GG's all around. Good for you guys to be advancing into this next. GG's to Lions, and boys, we'll see you on down the road, eh?
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful. Have a good
Thanks so
night.
much.
Yeah,
Bye,
we'll
guys.
see you. Night. And folks, well,
Tuesday, baby, we win.
Nah. I meant
Amazing,
to join
folks.
him, dude.
that is
Dude, 1
it.
a.m.
It is exactly 12:56 EST, and that is all from us. Hawkish, my friend, thank you so much for doing this again with me. We were here on Tuesday, we were here today, and
We're
I'm
back.
sure we'll be here next Tuesday.
Let's get the final.
Let's get the final going. GG's to everybody in the chat. If you managed to stick around for this long, I commend you. We love you and appreciate you so much. And yeah, you guys are the best. This is part of the reason why we do this. Not only do I enjoy doing this, but it's also just a lot of fun to see people interacting in chat and having a great time and witnessing some CSC history. Big shout out to Lee for observing, his first time observing. I thought you did an amazing job, Lee.
Yeah,
And
sorry, Lee. It's not always like this for you.
Yeah.
3 hours.
it's not always like
4
this
hours,
at all.
actually.
The keybinds for switching stuff.
No.
keep
Hey,
it-
at least,
No.
at least we threw you in the fire. You'll be ready for the next one.
Yeah, out of the frying pan into the fire, because we're coming up soon on Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be you, but whoever it is, Lee, thank you so much for sticking through with this. Hawkish, you got anyone you want to shout out, or got anything you want to say before we head out?
Just no, there's nobody in chat this time asking for a shout out. So I appreciate again, Max, sticking through it. You know, I know we had some connection issues here and there. We pushed
Mhm.
through, and Lee, dude, love the quality. You did great for your first observing. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for more from you.
No.
Even making those switches when we needed it. That like, hey, we called out certain things, like, and you immediately switched over. So loved it. Hopefully you come back and do it once again. And hey, let's get ready for a great championship week.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, folks. We hope to see you there. And again, this is that point in the night where I got to say, folks, we love you. We appreciate you. And tell someone the same thing. If you got someone next to you, if you got your housemate, your roommate, wake them up. I know it's 1 a.m. Tell them you love them. Tell your mom you love her. Send her a text right now. Give someone a hug. Do something good, and be good, everybody. Go to bed. Sleep tight, and we will see y'all down the road. Peace, brothers and sisters. Beautiful.